Well, what's up? Look, nobody's here. Literally, nobody's here because I just put this thumbnail up maybe 10 minutes ago. Anyway, we're recording live from the CRBE, the Canadian Reptile Breeders Expo. And I figure let's just start the day with the big dog. We got Billy here. Billy, tell him what's up.
How you doing, everybody?
We figured this shit out. Just so everybody knows, we're probably gonna, between people, we're gonna shut down, then we're gonna go live again every 15 minutes or so. So just so everybody knows, look at that. Jessica Denmark is here. And
There we go.
It's
It's
been hell. We didn't even get internet until about 25 minutes ago. So yeah, no, it's cool. But this thing is great, dude. I'm fucking loving it up here. Tell me about this expo in particular.
Well, the good thing about this expo, and it's great because so many Americans have come up this year,
Yeah.
Including you and the gang from New York, and we had the Redline,
Right.
they
road trip. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're stealing signs. I don't know
With
what's
the
going on.
fucking B Squad, though.
Yeah.
That's our original
Yeah.
sign. Yeah.
But what's great is they're like, oh, dude, man, I didn't know what to expect, but I'm blown away, and it's great because fish, cats, dogs.
Oh, this one's huge.
Birds, plants, reptiles,
Right.
snake, everything, bugs, you name it, it's here. And it's so open and different. And
Well, even just the reptile section is huge. I mean, it's fucking huge. I would say it's probably twice the size, just the reptile section of a local American show.
oh,
As
cool.
far as
I've only been to Tinley and then some of the other.
yeah, it's not as big as Tinley, but this is cooler because everything's so wide open, especially for retarded people. I think. It's just fucking beautiful. But it's we were blown away by how good this is. As a matter of fact, Paul was telling me from Large March that he likes this expo better than Tinley already.
Wow. When he came in, he goes, you know what I really like? It's a different feel and vibe, and it's great because cat and dog owners and other pet people come in and they're here, might as well walk around. So we're always, educating new people, or like, oh wow, I didn't even know you can have these, and it's just showing people, and a lot of reptile people have dogs and cats and birds.
Right.
So and plants, especially if we're doing bioactive stuff. So it's great to have everything under one roof. My puppy, she's being a little. This is Cleo.
I love this fucking dog. Yeah.
So.
And Cleo, you actually just got. See, I didn't even turn my phone off yet. Jesus Christ.
And this is the professional here.
Yeah, no, I did. Look, it's been a lot.
It's all right.
Been a lot. Yesterday we got here at 7:30, right? We didn't stay till 6, but this expo actually goes till 6 on
6 p.m. on Saturday and 4 p.m. on the Sunday.
And it's fucking rough, man. But it's 10 to 4 today, right? So if anybody is watching and actually comes in, look, you got 4 or 5 people here now. Okay. If anybody is watching, it's and you guys are in Canada, come on down. Please check it out. Look, we got Shauna here, we got Jessica here, we got DNA Reptilia here,
Thanks,
we got
Bobby.
Morse. Yeah, okay, good. So I'm sure this will get a lot more play later on. But they actually asked us to come back in October, and actually they sponsor us instead of Redline.
Oh,
So
awesome.
we're actually thinking about that now, and yeah. So what do you got to say to your adoring fans? Because God knows you do a live, you get 80 billion views on it. I do a live, I get 2,000. So
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, one thing I like about this event, I finally get to meet you in person second time.
Yeah.
First time it was like,
yeah.
hi, how you doing? I said, who are you
When he
fucking
was a
kidding? You
nobody.
can't fuck up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2016.
No, actually, you were pretty nice. You were just, hey, blah, blah, you talked to me for a little bit. But, I think I was there more to see Iris than you, to tell you the
Right.
truth.
Yeah, no, I
Roland, right?
No,
From Iris, shout out,
Yep.
stranger. But, he had Roland in, he was at the table. So I was there, said my hellos, and gone. But I love these events because of the networking.
Yeah.
All the guys like, Kevin, Chris, and and Shane,
Right.
you know, Steven,
yeah.
everybody that's come up.
Right.
Reggie's Urban Jungle popped in yesterday.
last night.
Holy shit, bro. I mean, it's
fuck.
amazing. And then all my Patreon people that came up,
Right.
you know, Powerhouse, Pythons, Andrew. We have
Brittany from
Brittany.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire Baby, yeah.
There's a lot of American people that are here.
Yeah, Paul Seraphim Serpents, he's local. He's two and a half hours away.
Right.
Came in, and it's just awesome because everybody gets to meet. It's cool to meet, and you have those community and friends online.
Right.
Hey, you know, you go into a chat. Hey guys, what's going on? Hey, what's doing this? What's going? But it's way better when you see them in person and meet and hang out, dinner.
Yeah.
You know, but having people here walking around. You know, other people that probably don't even know that we do some of these lives or don't get on the lives.
Right.
Oh, I think I've seen your channel.
Right,
Oh, and it's amazing. Oh, can I get a picture? And it's just.
Well, the great thing about today is when I came in, a bunch of people just came in and was like, I didn't want to bother you yesterday, but today
awesome.
I'm getting, to hang out.
So that's the thing about Canada. Oh, I didn't want to bother you yesterday. In the United States, it's like, fuck you, I'm bothering you now.
Exactly. I even said, like, the funny thing is we showed up with these signs on the Kia, these Redline B Squad things. And in America, if we were to show up for them, at the end of the day, a million people would have wrote on like, fuck you, you fat fuck. Fuck you, you dumb cripple. Fucking take your Italians home. Here, you go at the end of the day, it's like, thanks for coming by. We appreciate you. And you like little notes on the fucking thing.
Canada, baby.
Yeah. I mean, I tell you, I don't hate it up here. And you have more chance of seeing a Bigfoot up here than you do down in New York City, But dude, thank you so much for
for sure. And it was, like I said, it was awesome. And like I said, CRBE I've been doing now, I think 8-9 years since they've started.
Right.
And it's getting bigger and better every year. Big shout out to Grant and the crew.
Yeah. Great.
The way they host and promote and bring people like yourselves up here. It's great, and I can't wait to see how this is in 5 more years. And the amount of people from the U.S. now coming up, because it is a good show, and it's well worth the 2 days to come up. It really
without a doubt. We drove 8 hours here, and man, it's been nonstop fun just since we got here. So we're definitely going to be doing it again. So, all right, this is guest number 1. This is Billy Rose, Mutation Creation. Be on the lookout for a new company that Billy and I are starting called Mutation Amputation. We already have the .com, so keep on the lookout for that. And thank you, Billy, and we'll be bringing in the next person soon. So we'll be back in about 15 minutes. All right, guys, thanks again.
Cool.
I don't even know how to do these. All right, we're kind of figuring out how to do this on the fly, right? So nobody get pissed off. Listen. This whole shindig is brought to you by Redline Shipping. Even though they don't really ship in Canada, they're doing it for the marketing. Let's see some people showing up first. We'll go from there. But yes, nobody here because we just decided to do this.
Yes.
Don't do that.
That matters.
Don't do that.
That matters, man.
No, it does matter. It definitely does matter. But I think people will come. Here's the problem that we're running into. Is that the Bob Vu show?
We got the first one.
Yeah, no, look at that. Look at that. Who do we got?
Who's there?
Who do we got? Who's here? Fucking Acacia, Leviathan. No, we actually got a few. DNA Reptilia.
It just doesn't show up.
Yeah, it's just not
It's only
showing up.
Canadian Wi-Fi.
That's what it is. The company here is called like Rogers.
Yeah, Roger. We have Rogers, Bell, and then Diatron.
Yeah, see, I would have rather used Diatron because fucking in America we have Verizon, AT&T. Here you have Rogers.
Yeah,
you just
it's like a name of no guy.
Of course, it's not.
It's not going to work.
Of course, it's not. It's
what does Roger know about Wi-Fi?
Yeah, it's like my dad trying to put his password into the TV from the remote control. Okay?
Exactly.
It'll never fucking get
Exactly.
But anyway, sponsored by Redline. It's also sponsored by Visionary Exotics out of Texas, who kind of floated us some cash to help us get here, being that Redline did not. Okay. But what are you gonna do? We were late to the team. Antoine, DPR Exotics, what's up, brother?
Good, you man.
DPR Cold Blood.
DPR Cold Blood. No worries. No worries at all.
And you're here doing what?
Selling ball pythons. It's actually my first expo that I'm vending on my own. Usually I'm with Brian from NBK Reptiles.
Okay.
Kind of work with him doing his breedings and marketing and everything. But
Right.
it's the first time doing it on my own. And, you know, I had such a good season breeding. So I was like, you know what? I have to come and bring the animals. Mostly not for sale, to be honest, on the table.
Just to look at.
I have maybe 40% of the tables not for sale.
What's not for sale? Like what's big up here in Canada? that
OD,
wouldn't be for
yellow
sale?
belly monsoon,
Okay.
like honey, cypress, yellow belly, paint, some
Right.
crazy clown head hypo, some chocolate yellow belly hypo clown, some good stuff.
But is there kill me price?
There's always a price.
Right. Like if
There's
somebody
a
offered
thing.
you 15 grand for one of your not for sale animals. would you
Depends
take it?
on which one of them. The OD monsoon, I still keep them.
Right.
But
Okay.
depends on some. Obviously, there's some of the not for sales that are, you know, debatable.
Right.
You
Right.
can always produce more, right?
Yeah. Well, you think that, right? But you're
But
like,
that's why there's so many not for sale. Because
Yeah.
realistically speaking, I want to be my best customer. I don't want
Right.
to sell those things.
you
I don't
don't
want to sell
want
those
to.
things.
Yeah. Well, also because if you keep the great snakes, eventually your byproduct it'll shift down so much
100%.
where even your shit snake from that clutch is worth some amount of money. To
Exactly,
somebody,
just increase. Actually, funny thing, the OD monsoon stuff that I produced this year, the grandmother I bought from Eyeball, from you way back.
No shit.
Yeah, for sure. I bought an OD yellow belly fire pinstripe that proved out to be super OD,
Yeah.
and this year it proved out to be head cryptic.
Yeah, that was Richard Parker, we called him. Yeah.
Well, there you go. So that's the funny story. And all the OD monsoon stuff I have came originally.
Oh,
my
my
ball.
See,
There you go.
for all
Full
you
circle,
people
man.
out there that are like, fucking Chris doesn't do shit with ball pythons. I sold him
Yeah,
his for look at that.
that's crazy.
Fucking, were you in Canada at the time?
Yeah, I was.
And so we had to do CITES now?
Yeah, oh, well, we did the CITES with my partner, and we just basically had you ship to Florida, and we imported.
To what's the name, man? Ball.
It's Bayard in Fire Horse Exotics.
Right, okay.
Miami.
Yeah, no. See?
Crazy.
Fucking, look at this 10-year history between us. We didn't even know it.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Fucking hey. Now, so what's the point of you coming to this expo with nothing for sale? Is it more of a networking thing, or is it
Honestly, there's a few reasons. Like, first of all, most of the time the animals are in my racks in my collection, and no one sees them besides me.
Right.
So it's like you post pictures online, but they're so much better in person.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want to be the only one staring at those animals.
Mhm.
I want people to see them. I want people to be excited.
Mhm.
And if they see those animals and then they know, like a few years later on, they see that snake in a pairing, you're like, oh my God, I remember that as a baby was killer.
Right.
I need a baby from that. So it's like marketing for the future, and it's sharing all those animals at the same time.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of both reasons. It's like, if you show off a little bit what you have, people are more interested.
Right.
They see the animals in person, they get that interest, you can talk with them about those things, and they get to see the crazy animal stuff. So it's a bit win-win at the same time.
Right. No, I totally get it. Do you have you been selling animals?
Yeah, it's been, honestly, since I bought so many not for sale, I did not expect to make a lot of sales, but actually covering all my costs and made a little bit on top. So it's
Do you
perfect.
do this full time or no?
I do this full time.
You do this
Yeah.
full time?
Yeah.
Nothing else?
Nothing else for
Just fucking
4 years.
ball pythons. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And I'm 26, so
You know,
you see,
if you're gonna do it, 26 is the time.
it's the time to do it. You just don't have the funds when you start, basically.
Right.
You have nothing.
Yeah.
But you have the energy, the time, and
So you were what, 16 or 17?
I was 17 when I started.
When-
Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah, it's crazy.
it's fun crazy. Well, if you guys are in Canada, or if you're in what area? of Canada
I'm in
is this?
Quebec, so I'm French. Moi, je parle français. Ma langue principale, c'est le français.
Yeah.
Donc, j'ai dû apprendre l'anglais au travers des serpents. Puis, c'est ça. Maintenant, so I speak English too because of that. But
How do you say run away in French? Because I figure that's a term that a lot of
like partir en courant.
yeah, see, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much.
Dude, thank you for coming. and
Dude,
stuff. I
no
appreciate it.
worries, man. Thanks for having me on.
Dude, you're a fucking rock star. I'm gonna go check the table out a little bit.
Absolutely, man.
And
I'll show you stuff.
Yeah, but
I'll show you the grandchildren of that
yeah,
snake.
that would be awesome.
Yeah,
I
big
want
time.
to take some pictures of those because I want to send
Absolutely.
them to my two partners.
Absolutely, man.
Yep,
That's
fucking
awesome.
Fucking thank you, brother.
No worries, man.
All right, we'll be back in a little bit. I guess we'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes. We got Mark Mandick coming. We got Mark Mandick's wife coming. We got Antoine coming. We already had Billy. We got some hot shots coming. So not that Antoine's not a hot shot, but fucking, I mean,
It's the French part,
Here's the thing: in America, you say the word Antoine, right?
Yeah, I know there's two end
Yeah,
tones. I know that's the thing. There's
Yeah,
two
they
end
think of
tones.
big giant bald black guy.
And then they get this French
And then
Canadian.
you got then it's
Kid,
French fucking
you know.
child. But,
Yeah, pretty
but
much.
anyway, Antoine's fucking killing it now. So fucking make sure you go follow DPR Cold Blooded on all the shit.
Everything.
Everything. DPR
Everywhere.
Cold.
YouTube. Whatever.
Make it happen. We'll be back in a little bit, guys. Bye. By the way, you can just keep it on. We figured how not to split up the lives now, so we're just gonna let this shit run all day. So we're just gonna put up this little thumbnail before my next guest gets here, which should be any minute now. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm gonna puff on some nicotine vape, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Yo, all right, we're back now. Look who I got here. Everybody knows this guy, Mike from Blackheart Exotics, except I didn't remember his company name. I was like Blackjack Reptiles, like, well, whatever. You know, I was just like another Duck Dynasty looking dude that's, you know, or a dime a dozen in the States. But what's up, brother?
Not much, man. Good to see you up here, bro.
We had to come once we had the chance to come with Redline. By the way, whole thing sponsored by Redline, even though they're not really doing much in Canada. We are referring everybody to Reptile Express. That's the other guy here, right?
Yeah, we got a couple, but Reptile Express is the main one.
Yeah, and they're going to be working with Redline with some things. So
Oh,
we figure we'll plug that a little bit. But talk to me. First of all, how's the show going for you?
Show was great, man. Yesterday you've probably seen it was way more packed than today.
Yeah.
Sunday's always a little slower. But we paid for our booth and all our expenses halfway through yesterday, and that's the main thing when we do this. And
Right.
now it's all uphill from here. So great
Well,
weekend so far.
When people tell me they're just happy if they pay for their expenses, I just start thinking like I would never be happy with that. I would be like, oh, so I spent the whole weekend with these fucking people, with these white trash reptile people for free, but I paid for my expenses. But here, I haven't seen much white trash. There's not a lot of white trash running around this show. All right. All the girls are pretty fucking hot. There's no 300-pounders that are 5'1" with fucking crop top shirts on and green hair. Maybe I saw one chick that was 250 and the rest of those attributes, but definitely not 300. And the vibe here is way different than an American show.
Okay.
Even Paul was making mention of that.
Yeah.
He was like, the vibe here, Paul's like, I like this show better than Tinley. And I'm like, listen, I get it, man. I mean, I get it. There's a whole, you know, like kind of fun, everybody helping each other out thing at this show. And so that's more the thing here in Canada, right? It's less cutthroat than it is down.
100%. We try to weed out the negative people that don't really want to be in the hobby and they're just in it for the money. Everybody you see running around smiling and happy, we love what we're doing, regardless of whether we're making money or not. So.
Right. And how far are you from here? Like, how far was this show for
We're
you?
about a 2-hour drive towards the border, towards Windsor way, so London, Ontario.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're in Toronto now.
Yeah.
Okay, technically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mississauga, Toronto.
Mississauga, right there. Talk to me about what you're selling out there, what big projects you have going on this year.
My big one I'm pushing this year is saffron. So there's 2 people in the world with saffron. It originated with Chris Towers, and it took him 7 or 8 years to prove out a super, and then he had to prove it to be viable. So we have a viable super. It's an amazing snake. And I'm hoping people are going to start taking pictures of it and showing it around, because right now there's only an exclusive amount of people that even know what it is. So,
Well, and tell me what saffron does, because I've only heard,
so
I've
it's
never seen one.
aptly named. It's got saffron color to it.
Mm.
And when you make the super, it becomes even more saffron, deep, rich spice color, and then it bands as well and gives you a head stamp, similar to a hidden gem woman head stamp.
Okay. Has anybody looked into it, like RGI or?
No, nobody did. No.
Okay.
I've sent off one shed just for them to bank for now at
Right.
our Canadian one, and they're holding on to it until we get some more.
Who's the shed testing people in Canada?
Oh, you're gonna embarrass me. I can't remember their name. Canada Genetics Canada, I believe, is what they go by. That's their group on Facebook anyway.
Okay. Well, let's see. Do we have people here? That's why the chat is so low. Man, you can't really just come back and go back. Yeah, maybe that's not the way to go. Okay. But then again, there's people in the chat, so why the fuck does this say 0? I don't like that. You're making Mike feel bad.
Love for Blackheart.
Yeah,
Jesus.
you're making. I thought you were gonna say no love for black people. I was like, we can't say that. Like, calm down. We can't say that. Now, where do you see Blackheart in 5 years? Because you guys already have a pretty substantial place, right? Like you have a decent facility.
We're getting there. I've got about 100 females, and I've downsized a bit over the past couple of years. It's an ebb and flow thing. So until I built my Blackheart Exotics, I started a rodent company in order to meet people and just mingle out there, so that when I did start selling snakes, everybody knew me and whatnot.
Right.
So they've grown up to where the rodent company is half of my business, snakes is half of my business, and they're both just going to keep going up every year. I ride the waves up, and then we do what we can to get through the downfalls, and then we ride them back up. And
well, the food thing is really where to go right now, right? It's like the rodent thing.
Oh, 100%,
Do you sell outside rodents on top of just your feeding?
Oh yeah. I probably sell 70, 80 grand a year to local breeders.
Right. Yeah. See that's there's always money where the food is, man.
I can't produce enough of them. People are mad that I don't have enough rats, even though I'm trying to produce as many as I can. So.
And when you produce a month as far as rats go?
Month 70 or 80,000 a year or something like that.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. It's just gross on so many levels, right? But Mike, thank you. Tell people how they could get in touch with you or follow you.
Blackheart Exotics, Facebook, Instagram. We got one video on YouTube. I've been saying for 2 years I want to make another one. It's coming. And thanks so much, Chris, man. We all love you up here, dude. We love your podcast.
I love the fact that it's been very welcoming up here.
Yeah.
Like I was telling them before, I was like, we came with these road trip signs on our car, and in America, people would have been writing like, fuck you, fat, But here it's like, we appreciate you coming up. Thank you for your day. That's fucking awesome, man. Big weed fucking thing up here because everybody seems to be high all the time, and I fucking love it. So
I think these expos are made up 50% of ex-weed dealers.
Yeah,
that's just my guess.
We're not saying nothing. We're just saying. Okay, all right, Mike. Thank you again, bro.
Thanks again.
All right,
have a good day.
All right, thank you, man. We're gonna go back to the thumbnail now. So hold on, Mike. Hold on. We need the thing back.
Oh,
yeah,
bro.
We need back the little mic.
You're talking shit in my booth.
That would be great. You'd be like, fuck that guy. Fuck, he's a piece of shit. I'm not a fan anymore of that dude. All right, I just want to come back and say we'll be back in a minute. All right? We'll be back in a fucking minute. I do want to say that this whole thing is sponsored by Redline Shipping. We're the Redline Road Trip B Squad, and we've been kind of fucking killing it. We got signs fucking all over the place here. That one sign over there, back there, that's our hand-drawn logo because Robin couldn't provide us with Redline Road Trip big magnets like he did with Stephen Courtney. But anyway, we love Robin. He's going to be doing stuff with Reptile Express soon, so we hope that you guys check out Redline Shipping and Reptile Express. Also, I want to do a special shout-out to Visionary Exotics, who put some money into the fund to actually help us out. We appreciate Visionary and everybody else that actually put in for the Redline Road Trip B Squad Fund. We appreciate you guys, and I think at the end of the day, you're the reason that we're up here. Now, funny thing is, we got invited to have the CRBE sponsor us to come back to another show. So we're kind of excited about that. We don't know when it is yet. Might be a one-day show, might be a two-day show. But we're going to talk to Grant, the owner, and figure all this stuff out. And we're just waiting on the next guest. So it's going to be 5 or 10 minutes in between guests. I know that Mike over at Herb Collectors is doing the same thing live now from Bob's show. So I want to wish them all the luck that I can, all the vendors at Bob's show this weekend. I heard yesterday they killed it. They killed it yesterday here in Canada too. I mean, people were selling. This is the one show that I heard about in a while where vendors were very happy with the first day. And I also heard that at Bob's show, the vendors were very happy at the end of the first show too. So good luck to everybody down there. If I wasn't in Canada, I would definitely be at the Bob Vu show. So
Good.
sorry, Bob, but I'll be there next time. Everybody, look, this is Fat Man Nation, fucking live from the Canadian Reptile Expo. Got Jason here from North. Yeah.
Nyoka.
Ball pythons. It is what it is. And we were just getting into some. There's a lot less snowflakes up here. Like there's a lot of people up here that take, or at least at this show, that take things that are funny just for it being funny.
I like to think so, but I think Americans, and it's being stereotypical, I think Americans are louder and talk more, whereas
Right.
Canadians, we're polite.
Oh,
we're trying to be
like,
polite.
We're not gonna
So,
say nothing about him.
but they'll go home and talk shit
We'll
about
curse him behind his back. Yeah.
and go on their computer and
Yeah.
type about it.
That's gonna ruin my whole opinion of Canada. Because everybody here's been so nice, like they're treating us like rock stars.
Yeah, for the most part, we're nice people. We try to be nice people.
Yeah, and it's been, I've seen a little meanness, all right? Don't get me wrong. Like, that's not all nice. Like, fucking, I'm hanging out with one breeder, the other breeder walks away, and they're like, fuck that guy, I hate him. And I'm like, you were just telling him how great he was. And he's like, yeah, he puts out nice shit, but I hate the guy as a person. And I'm like, all right, cool. But you've been around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know people in America that say, okay, I learned everything from Jason.
See, that's surprising to me because I guess we're in our little Canadian bubble, and to hear that people in the US are seeing my videos or getting that kind of surprised me because I see myself as just I don't see my I'm not doing 100 clutches a year. I'm not exporting all over the world.
Right.
So it was surprising to me that people are paying attention to what I'm doing.
That's what happened to me, where people were like, "Oh, I've been a fan forever," and I'm like, "This is a dick and fart joke." That's all it is. Like, why would you even be a fan? We teach nothing. We teach nothing about ball pythons here. But it's just weird. But it's cool that so many Americans have actually mentioned you because that's actually the first thing. Because Jason's table is right when you come in, like when you walk in, Jason's right there. And Paul was like, yeah, that guy, Antoine mentioned him, from High Desert. A bunch of other people mentioned him as like where they went to when they started to learn things, right?
Wow, I appreciate it, guys. I really do appreciate that.
And he's back with, he's on that I appreciate you level. I'm at like that. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, yeah, cool. You like me, cool. But it's this expo in particular is there's a different vibe to this expo that Paul even said. He's like, I like this expo better than Tinley. Wow. And have you ever been down south?
No, not yet. Like every year I say I'm gonna go, but something comes up and I haven't been.
Yeah, for the last 2 years I've been saying I'm gonna come up to this one, and I'm almost like, lost a leg this year, so I'm not gonna.
And then that's when you decided to come.
That's when I decided. The real reason I was like, I would like to walk into my first American Expo, right? Like on the fake leg, because they did a lot for me when I lost the leg, Canada, I was like, they're so nice. Like, nobody's gonna fucking say, hey, you crippled fuck, And then I get here and people I know are like, yo, you crippled fuck. And I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, right? And then you can't say that. You're from Canada, right? So, and then one guy used the handicap thing, the button to open the door.
To let you in?
No, to let him in. And I was like, hey. I was like, you can't use my door. All right, that's my door. Okay, see the guy on the button? And that's I was like, don't you do that shit again? He was like, I'm sorry. Okay. But also I had to go to the bathroom the other day, right? And I'm here and I go into the bathroom and the handicap stall is fucking like locked, right? So I'm gonna wait. And if this motherfucker comes out and he's not handicapped, I gotta beat the shit out of him, right? And luckily he came out and he had a cane. And I was like, all right, that's all right. But if that motherfucker just came out moonwalking, I'd be like, hey, don't use my fucking bathroom. So talk to me about first of all, how are you doing at the show? Are you
not bad. It's been Yeah, we're selling. It's been a bit slow because it's the dog and cats along with the reptiles.
Right.
So I find I've been being asked a lot of husbandry questions
Right.
and like, I don't want to say low level, but
Right.
care questions for
Right.
newbies.
For pets.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were here and we were out front, and the most common question was, where's Exhibit 5? And apparently that's a shoe exhibit that they're also having.
Oh, next door.
And every time Paul's like, I think you got to walk around the entire thing to get there. Why don't you come and see the reptiles? So we're hoping we got to come to But is this what you do full time?
No, I'm actually a teacher.
That's the thing, dude. You can't do this shit full time, right?
No,
It's like-
I wouldn't want to. Well, I've gotten used to with teaching. I've gotten used to a certain standard of living because I generate a certain income. If I was to do snakes full time,
right, your income would drop, and you'd be like,
and my wife would probably leave and take the kid.
Yeah, you can't keep the hot girls happy on fucking full-time income. It's just not gonna happen. Now I'm hoping that people heard you because I didn't even ask you to. This is how much I suck at my thing here. Okay. Can you clip that together? I don't even know. Let's look at the comments. We've been fucking ignoring the comments. Let's see. All right. Welcome back. Yo, can everybody hear Jason for the last 5 minutes? Okay. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't say anything interesting.
So no, but it was fucking funny. The shit they were saying is funny. So I'm just waiting on the stream, making sure we're gonna give him an extra 5 minutes because I forgot to give him his fucking microphone like a dumbass. Like fucking. The problem is that I have this little case here that closes, so I'm not even thinking about it. Right? Let's see. Yes, we can hear him. All right. Good. Thank you, Shauna.
Good.
Okay. Fucking. I tried to get Shauna to come up, and she was like, "Fuck Canada," and I was like, "No, not fuck Canada." And she was like, "Yeah, fuck Canada." And I'm like, "Don't you say fuck Canada?" But no, she just couldn't get a passport. So. But Shauna will probably be here the next time we come up because Shauna handles all the back end stuff.
Oh, nice.
So I don't have to do it. So Shauna would have been like, yo, give him a fucking microphone, right? And I'd be like, oh, okay, let me give you the microphone.
So without Shauna, it's amateur hour.
It's shit. It's fucking dog shit. It's like watching one of these new podcasters that do their podcast, even though it's just a hangout.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, yeah, it's a fucking white trash hangout. And I'm like, yeah, you keep at that, okay? And it really just shows off the worst of people, right? It's like,
well, if it's a white trash podcast, I don't think I'll get invited.
Dude, no, you might not because you have money and you're black, okay? So if it was a fucking rapper podcast, they'd be like, yo, bring Jason. Yeah. If it was white trash fucking 18K a year podcast, they're like, I don't think Jason's gonna want to stop by, okay? But what are you doing now? Like, what are big projects for you? Like. Where do you see everything going, especially with this kind of recession that we're in? That's still going to last about another year or so, I think.
I'm digging the puzzle stuff. So I want to get puzzle into. I'm working the MJ Exantic, so I want to get puzzle into MJ Exantic. I have it into hypo. I know you're a huge hypo fan. But I'm getting it into hypo. But for me, the big thing is. Everyone's doing the recessives.
Right.
And I want to still work the recessives, but get the codoms involved.
Well, you would think that why didn't people think about this, right? Like even 3 years ago when the recessive thing started getting bigger, you're like, listen, you're going to want more than a triple recessive fucking normal.
Yeah.
To fucking look at.
That's how I feel about it. Well, I enjoy steak. But if I don't have salt, pepper, garlic powder on the steak, it tastes like shit.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's kind of how I feel about just working the double and triple recessives without having
it's so stupid, right? And then you're like, my normal looking snake, $18,000. People like, get the fuck out of here. Right? At least do a confusion, like a triple, a fucking 3 recessive confusion or a 3 recessive paint. Is paint recessive? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think it is either.
I don't think so.
Fucking so, and I like if I was to get back into this, I would do puzzle paint. I would do some red stripes still, but I definitely like why the fuck are people still doing like there's a triple recessive? We added Enchi to it. Well, what the fuck? Like, Edgy's been around since 2002. Why are you putting something new to it? So what are you doing that's, you're putting out old school multi-codon snakes with recessives.
With recessives, and even the right combination of just codon. Like I produced some super OD calico stuff. No recessive involved, but these animals just pop. The orange on it just pops, and to me, that's what's exciting. Like when if I can get that dog cat owner to stop and look at my table and be like, oh wow, look at that, and oh wow, look at that, then to me, I feel like I'm winning.
Well, you've been getting a lot of that this weekend, right? Because I've never seen so many dogs at a show because the dog section is right past the reptile section.
And they have to walk past.
And they gotta walk through. And I'm in a wheelchair, like, can you please move your fucking dog, right? And people are bringing, it's so funny because people are bringing like Connie Corsos, fucking these giant dogs that they look like hellhounds.
And then you have people with cats on leashes.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like,
Oh, those people, those are the worst people. But like those are the people that you don't even want to know. You're like you're akin to the 300-pound snake girl with purple hair and fucking showing off the belly. Nobody likes the belly. Okay, I'm just saying. Like some people like the belly. I've seen that kind of porn, right? Where they rub the belly and all that. But I don't really rub the belly. I rub what's on top of the belly, right? Like not the belly. And there hasn't been many of those here either. Like most of the women here have been super hot. If not, definite 6s and 7s.
I don't know. I'm married and my wife might be watching this, so I don't pay attention.
No, I get it. Fucking bad Jason. Right? Fucking bad Jason. It's not the way to fucking do it, man. All right. I'm gonna watch you the rest of the time. If I see you fucking looking at a girl, I'm like, hey! I'm like, hey, fucking just like I yelled at the dude that used my door.
The washroom.
Yeah. Just be like, honey, why don't you wash the dish or something? Why don't you find a dish here? And
That's why we have a kid.
right. Yeah. Well, does the kid help you with the animals?
When she was younger, she did.
Right.
Not so much anymore.
Yeah, right.
It's really it's in the house. It's my thing until I sell some animals, and then we made X amount of dollars.
Right. Yeah.
And we need to buy this. And we need
Well,
this,
we want to buy this for us. What do you want, a Porsche? No, you don't need a Porsche. What we like is that new Earth and Diningware asparagus. And you're like, what the fuck? Why do you want that? Like, no, hey, I get that. I remember those days too. It's just like you're working the 15 hours a day, but that paycheck has weed written all over it. We made this much. So with the Canadian dollar, shit, right? Like
Always.
But it wasn't always. I remember a time where it was a little bit higher than ours.
But it only lasted for
a year
I was
gonna say like 3 weeks.
Americans woke up and probably said, "What the fuck's going on?" And they stepped up.
Well, it's so funny because me and Paul were at the dinner the other night, and Paul's like, "Yo, I just got a 32-ounce steak dinner for $60." And he goes, "But it really wasn't even $60.
No, it was like
really
35.
It's $39." Paul's like, "I just gave it a 60." She was like fucking thrilled. So yeah, like now is the time to buy Canadian stuff, man. So also you always wonder like why people are buying snakes in America, but it's because we're doing
you guys are a step ahead
from
here. And
right?
there's certain animals if you want something specific,
right?
You may not be able to get it here because it may not have been produced here, but someone in the U.S. might have it. And you guys have what, like 300 million people? What's the population in the U.S.?
Oh, I thought you were talking about just ball python breeders. I was like, yeah, sounds about right. But yeah, it's I think it's 400 million.
Yeah, so there's a bigger pool of breeders in the U.S. because I think we're at 40 million.
Right.
That's
right. Yeah.
That's like New York City.
Well, which sounds like a lot until you find out New York City has 13, right? Like,
Right. So there's a bigger pool of breeders to choose from.
But I think that's the benefit of being around here is because there's less people. Like being in New York sucks. Being in California sucks. Where you're here, like I bet you're at least 50 feet from your neighbor's house, right?
No, it's right there.
Oh, really? They got
Right
you guys
there.
all clustered up too?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how the fuck do they do that? That's
I don't know
really-
about outside of Toronto.
Right.
Toronto, it's there. My neighbor is right there. We share a fence in the
Oh,
backyard.
shit. Okay.
I can throw a rock and
Alright.
break his window.
I was thinking I was like Jason has 18 acres. And fucking, like, yeah, he's on a piece of land. He's not on. Fucking yeah, that's crazy. I got to do the 18 acres thing. I would rather that. Right now, I'm in a condo, so like my nearest neighbor is 12 feet away from me at any given time. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, this sucks when you try to have loud sex in the apartment, right? And it's just not cool. I would rather move to some place where if my girlfriend stabbed me, my neighbors wouldn't be able to hear me scream. Like that far away. Like that's what I want, like 2 or 3 acres. But now, where is say the name? Nyoka 5 years from now.
Hopefully I'm still doing it. I'd imagine I can't see myself leaving the hobby because I enjoy it. I'll probably still be different combinations, but still messing with the recessives and trying to
Right.
fold in different codoms with the recessives. I think I would like to be doing collabs with other breeders that I actually respect and like,
Right.
and see what we could do together, because everyone up here, I've noticed like in the US, but everyone up here is kind of on their own island producing. And you don't have a lot of breeders collabing
Right.
and trying to create cool stuff. Like you have that, I have that. I don't mean like breeding loans and shit, because that just breaks up friendships.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, like,
yeah.
okay, I'm gonna produce this and you produce that, and we can exchange animals
Right,
and
right,
that kind of
Yeah, that would
cooperation.
really be like the way to do it, right?
yeah.
Well, like in America now, enough breeding loans have gone horribly wrong, where
Yeah.
there's like detailed 5-page contracts now about what could happen versus what can happen, and even with like are you a big guy on YouTube, Instagram, like TikTok? Like
Instagram, Facebook.
Mm.
I haven't done a YouTube video, and that's why I was blown away that people were seeing my videos, because I haven't done a video
Right.
in maybe 3 years.
Yeah.
And with all the positive feedback that I was getting, I was like, shit, I gotta get back and start doing them again.
Yeah, but it's a grind, right? To do because it used to be when we were first starting in like 2009 or 10, I mean 2008, Instagram was just catching on, and you could show off a snake on like Bush League Breeders, fucking fauna classifieds, and that was the way you showed everything off. And nowadays, like you can't really be doing this hobby if you're not doing Instagram, YouTube. You have to be like kind of firing on all cylinders, right?
And you have to ignore the noise, because there's a lot of assholes out there that
so many
never positive.
Yeah.
Just want to shit in other people's projects. So you kind of have to just stay focused and you're doing what you're doing and ignore the noise.
Yeah, that's probably the best piece of advice that you can give, because that advice ain't coming from me. That fucking ignore the negatives. My negative, like I live in the negative zone. Like fucking people are like, Chris, why are you so angry? Why you always hit like 9 or 10? And I'm like, first of all, I idle at 70, right? Like that's my normal fucking, So it only takes a little bit to make me like fucking aggravated as fuck. Like that moron that got bit by the taipan in America. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Like that jack off, like I heard that, I was like, I gotta do a video about it. Fuck him,
No, but I enjoy stuff like that.
Dude, that's one of my favorite things.
I've always said that 95% of the population are stupid.
Yeah.
So when I see the stupid person, this validates what I've been saying. It's like, you see, there's one of those dumbasses that are out there.
Well, that's what I say, like the venomous community will weed itself out with people just by them not being fast enough.
Yeah.
Right? This guy wasn't fast enough, right? Like if he was fast enough, he would have been like, whoa! He's like, oh, you missed me there, but he was
natural selection.
The great thing was that 10 minutes prior to him asking for anti-venom online, he was doing a video like, if you hold this taipan like this, it's impossible for it to turn. It physically can't turn around. And that taipan was thinking like, oh yeah, motherfucker. Right. You're gonna be making another post pretty soon, right? It's so fucking. So I loved it when he got bit. I feel bad for him. Like some dude was telling the guy's daughter that his father should, her father should die and all that. That's fucked up. That's like a fucked up part of the community. But the fact that the guy got bit after telling you that you can't get bit, that's fucking like. I don't
And then he
care how you-
posted it.
Yeah.
Like I would.
I
I'm not
wasn't
sure I would have posted that shit.
Well, if I would have posted it, I sure as fuck wouldn't have posted. Does anybody have any anti-venom? I would have been like, all right, I better take care of this myself.
And I was wondering how would that help him? Because does he have 2 weeks to wait around for someone to ship him the antivenom?
Well, somebody had it, and they said we have it, but we're not giving it to you because you're irresponsible. And what if one of our people that are responsible get bitten? Then they're gonna die. So he was the first ever snake bite victim where I saw somebody physically say, "No, we have it, but we're not giving it to you." And that shit was funny. I don't laugh at type things much, but when I saw that response and they were like, "No," I was like, "Dude, this is the funniest shit ever, man." That's like fucking. It turns out the guy's okay now. I think he did a live from the hospital bed, and I think somewhere in the live too, he was like, "And fuck all you people that think." And I was like, "Oh my god, this guy doesn't fucking work." Because like a month prior to that, he was like, "Anti-venom's for pussies." Like, why would you be begging for anti-venom when you said that out loud? You can come in, Mark. It's cool. Mark Mandick walking by on the camera. Everybody, say hello, Mark.
Hey,
Wait,
what's going on?
The camera. No, in front of the camera. Mark, like we have this door for people coming in. It always freaks me the fuck out when Mark comes out this because I'm like, where did you go outside? Like, do you have to go outside to come through?
No, the coffee room's right.
See this?
Let that guy in.
He's not yet on the schedule.
This is surreal for me
I can
because
get
when
past
I was
security.
starting, he was one of the people that blew my mind and made me want to start to do this.
Well, fuck, we'll sit down, Mark.
Sure.
Fucking talk to you.
Sure.
He snuck through the back door. He knows the
Holy
back way.
shit!
in.
I'm doing a podcast with Mark, man.
Yeah. The only thing is take your mic off and hold it in between the both of you. And just, talk to fucking Mark.
Yeah.
Fucking make that shit happen. Mark Mandick and Jason from.
Why are you out of frame?
But the guy, I want you guys to enjoy.
No, but you gotta be in frame.
I'll come in and make.
If you're
dumb
not in
comments.
frame, nobody's gonna watch.
Well, if I'm
Roll in a little bit.
This is true.
Roll in a little bit.
Yeah, I'll roll in a little. I don't want to crush fucking Jason.
Oh, no worries.
That doesn't offend you if I say roll in, doesn't it?
No, I don't mind at all.
Okay.
I don't know if you noticed the knot at the end of the fucking pants, but I'm well aware that the leg's out there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm well aware I'm in a chair with wheels on it too.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
My uncle, I grew up with my uncle that was in a wheelchair, so I'm very
he
familiar.
does wheelchair people,
Yeah, let's tell wheelchair
He's talking like
stories.
that. He's still in
Yeah.
like Little House on the Prairie. He's like, he's one of those wheelchair people.
Yeah. Well, it's it was. Anyways, let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling.
It's all good. Jake, I'm sure you guys know each other. I'm sure you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
each other.
yeah.
Have you ever been at the house for dinner?
No.
No.
But I'm sure if I asked, I'd be more than welcome.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
like right now, I feel like a fanboy.
Yeah.
So for me to ask, hey, can I come over? To me, I feel like I'm on a line. Like, how the fuck am I gonna ask Mark Mandick, hey, can I come over your house and eat dinner and look at your snake? Like, I wouldn't feel.
Dude, we gave him a hard time because Shane and Steven went over to his house for dinner. And then Mark just brought us crappy leftovers. He's like, here's some shit that's left over from when I fed shit.
Well, that's not true. Technically, that's not true. Technically, they were over for lunch. It wasn't dinner.
Okay, all right.
And I did make fresh focaccia, and it's always cool. I'm like, have you ever had focaccia before? And they're like, what the fuck is focaccia?
Yeah.
And I said, well, it's an Italian bread, and of course I've got to give the history of the bread and where how, you know, like, I just bore the
Tony
shit out of
Focaccia,
people.
fucking invented the focaccia.
Yeah, who invented the bread? Mr. Focaccia. Hey, and so then, you know, they're like, no, we've never had focaccia. So I cut it. I mean, it came right out of the oven. And I cut off the end, which is the best bit, and gave it to them. And it was like the reaction was unreal. So I made that, made sandwiches. But in fairness, on Friday I made more fresh focaccia and sandwiches and brought them here. And I said to you, hey, do you want a sandwich? You said no. Fucking way.
Yeah, I'm gonna have this shitty piece of Canadian
Yeah,
pizza.
yeah.
Like, make
Yeah,
it-
and I said, well, I made you a sandwich. And you said, yeah, I'll come back later. You never did.
I never did.
Oh, that was a mistake.
I
Like,
know. I know.
I saw
Well,
a post,
especially-
he was gonna make burgers, and the fucking guy made his own buns, and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
posting the bun,
Yeah.
and I'm looking like, what the hell? Like, who?
Well, I know it was a mistake because these two fat fucks here,
Yep.
they fucking came into it. Well, I'm trying to figure out how to get this shit working. They come in inhaling, but they're like, Mark just gave us these. They're fucking, it's incredible. And I'm like, you motherfucker, you took my sandwich.
It was so good. And it was even better that it was yours.
Yeah. I know I have a real problem where when I do something, it has to be the absolute, to the nth degree,
Perfect.
the best it can be, the best it can possibly be, you know, and that goes for my snakes as well. But, you know, when it's cooking, if I'm going to make a burger, and I know how to, you know, I study the whole smash burger, Oklahoma onion smash burger, you know, phenomenon that is, you know, across the U.S. right now. But I'm like, you know, the buns you buy just don't cut it.
Right,
So
yeah,
I want to
yeah.
learn how to make the ultimate burger bun. Now, I went through 3 or 4 different recipes, and then 3 or 4 different attempts, and then I finally nailed it. You've seen my buns.
Yes.
Yeah, he's never grabbed
Your burger
one.
buns.
And oh, I got to tell, like, I've got a friend that's got a restaurant. It's a Greek restaurant, and I actually made him focaccia. And then I said, hey, I got some buns. You want some buns? He said, yeah, bring me some buns. And he does an incredible smash burger. And he texted me right away, and he said, these are like, the buns are unreal. But you know, in the restaurant business, it's very difficult to make the buns, right?
Right.
The burger.
Because the guy got to come in at 3 a.m. to
Yeah.
get the buns just for the day.
Well, absolutely. And, you know, but I can't do it unless I do it right.
Right.
And if I'm going to put food in my body, I want it to be precisely the right food.
Oh, see, I don't have that problem at all.
Yeah, I know that.
Hence you're missing a leg.
Yeah. Hence the expression, you got a hollow leg. You know when people say that?
Yeah.
Right?
I do. I especially got a hollow one with the new one.
Yeah.
There's little compartments in it and shit that I could hide cocaine.
Or hot dogs.
or hot dogs. Yeah. It always amazes me how much like people are into food and into healthy food because
Well, I'm not into healthy food.
Okay, all right.
There's a big
Well,
difference.
I mean, good food
Yeah,
into your
good
body,
food,
not
good
processed
food,
food. Right. Like I went, you know Brittany Goblin,
Yes.
of course, right?
Yeah.
And you know Brittany, how she sounds is not what you would think. She'd be like, Chris, we're gonna take you to the best restaurant. We're gonna go to a Greek restaurant, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be some fucking gyro place down the block. She took me to the best Greek restaurant that I've ever been to in my life.
Yeah.
The bill was like $600 for 3 people. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, and they're like, yeah, and we're invested in this guy's winemaking thing, or he makes brandy, and the guy's building like where you could see them distilling the brandy shit at the Greek restaurant. And I was always like, fuck. And she's like, yeah, because what do you think? We're going to give you a gyro? She's like, we're not going to give you a gyro. And I'm like, son of a bitch. And then I ate the Greek food, and I came home from Tennessee, and I was like, I went straight to the gyro truck, right? And I was like, yeah, this gyro's not too bad either. I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think Brittany knows what she's missing out. But that's why Brittany didn't come to New York to visit me, because she'd be like, oh, you're going to take me to McDonald's, Chris? You know? Like, yeah, I really heard that onions are something special. So But yeah, I'm always amazed at how fucking people do food. You're the first motherfucker that I've ever met that does his own bread. Like fucking that you specifically with the burger was like, you know, this burger on a Pepperidge Farm bun is just not cutting it for me. Okay.
Well, no.
I'm gonna make my own bun.
Well, yeah, and let's face it, the bun is half the burger.
It's sometimes more.
More, yeah.
Just smashing it,
Yeah.
Sometimes more.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's got to hold together and whatever. But anyways, I annoy myself sometimes that
Dude, I
now
annoy myself every day.
I've got to do things.
I used to think like that, but the older I get, I'm more like, just fine, that'll work. You know?
Yeah, the expression I don't like is, yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah, and
You know,
no, I get it.
because it can always be better, and you know, it's like anything. You know, breeding snakes, you want people to remember what you do and do it well. And it's like this show, you know, people are like, how are the sales? How are the sales? And it's like, okay, I would trade all the compliments and positive feedback, the fact that you guys are here, the fact that, you know, Shane and Stephen were here, where I'd trade all that for the money. I would leave the money just for the fact that you guys were here and got to experience this with us.
Yeah.
You know, that to me is invaluable. You know, so you've got to look at your marketing a different way. It's not about how much money you make. It's about creating you know, a brand.
Oh,
that
this is
people
going to be
remember.
the most watched part of this episode. I guarantee this. This whole Mark makes his own bread thing. It's going to be they're going to be like, why do they have a lizard in the background? Watch the fucking cooking show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, fucking Mark.
Well, I was going to start a channel called Snakes and Snacks, where we cook some food and then we show some cool snakes.
Right.
You know, but again, it's one of those things where you need somebody behind the camera.
Right.
And you know, it's all, you know, different angles of shots and this and that. And I think it would be a good channel, but at the same time, I don't want to be put in a position where I feel I have to do something all the time, right? I take a lot of pride in the fact that I prioritize my time. And so there's work time and then there's leisure time, and my leisure time is spent with my wife, Jane, who's going to come on here shortly.
Yeah.
And
we told Mark we'd rather have Jane on.
I'd rather have Jane on me too.
You mean Jane isn't your last name?
Yeah,
That's
No,
Marcus
Marcus
Jane.
Jane. Yeah, I get that a lot. Thanks, Mr. Jane. And, but yeah, no,
Are
it
you
was,
just like, shut the fuck up and watch a YouTube video on me?
yeah.
All right, like fucking, I've told this story. You know, like fucking, nobody I know says Mr. Jane. Fuck yeah, snake people are borderline retarded. Okay, so I think that
Maybe in your country, but not in our
No,
country.
no.
Not in our country.
in our country, definitely,
Okay.
definitely.
And I just finished saying 95% of the population are stupid before you came
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, I'm more an 80-20 rule.
Yeah, I do the 80-20 rule.
Yeah.
Too. The problem with it is 80% are retards, but the 20% that are great people keep you coming back for the you want to be in the hobby, because if you can be part of that 20%, that's and I'm with 20%ers now, right? Like fucking you're dude that fucking big breeders in America who are now like, I watched your video fucking 5 years ago, 4 years ago, and you taught me how to do this. You're just, I mean, like when we first sold a snake to you, we wanted to quit. We're like, yeah, they're not gonna get better than this. We sold one to Justin, one to Mark. You're like, you're never gonna get. Who are we gonna sell next to? Bill in Arkansas? Yeah, like that. That's
Bill's not a bad guy though.
Bill's a jackoff who can't read.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So, but yeah, we were just like, so Mark, James, find this thing, and then. If you remember right, you called me back like a year and a half later, and you're like, remember that banana that I bought for you? Was there something else in there? Because it's throwing shit that I've never heard, seen before. And I was like, I don't know. That shit was just a banana. And that was cool too. After I got that call, I was like, yo, dude, Mark was saying that Like new shit's coming out. I'm not gonna do this anymore. Like we're not gonna
Roll a
hit this
bit
level.
forward there. You're rolling out of
Yeah,
frame.
that's funny because
Sorry.
you can just do like this.
Yeah, I know. No. Get back in here. Get
Yeah,
back
no,
in
I'm trying to
here.
get out. I'm trying to put all the focus on the Canadians, right?
No.
But I'm just ignoring the shit out of the chat. See, if Shauna was here, I wouldn't be fucking. I wouldn't be ignoring the chat. See, snuggle in, Chris. Okay, there you go. Let's see. I can't even see this far. The fucking laptop is 3 feet away from me, and I can't read the fucking comments.
And you have glasses.
Yeah.
What, are they just aesthetic?
Yeah,
Like,
I
make
want
you
to
look
them.
intelligent?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Kind of. It's important.
All right.
Like when I couldn't see something, like I thought, but we were on the way here, and I was like, yeah, was that company's name Clit?
And it's CIBC.
It's the IPC.
There's a problem.
Yeah, Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce. The CLIT for short, you know.
That was
It's-
fucking great because they were like, yo, you drove here the first leg of the month. And I was like, yeah, don't worry about it, man. It's cool.
Did you see our liquor stores?
This alcohol.
It's LCBO.
Yeah.
Yeah, Americans Lickbo. What are they doing there? You know? Right?
I ran right in.
Yeah, Lickbo. We're going in. Dude, not out in half an hour. Don't come and get it.
He went in the liquor store, right? And I figured we're here 2 days, right? Like,
Yeah.
you can't possibly buy more than like a bottle of fucking Jack or a bottle of whiskey, right? This motherfucker comes out with a box, like fucking, like fucking. Paul says to me, he's like, "Yo, he has a box, right?" And I looked over and I couldn't see him. Obviously, I just saw him in some big blurry thing, right? And he came to the thing. He had a box, 3.5 feet wide. Fucking, there was more liquor than like when I was in the band. We used to buy this liquor for the bus. For the whole tour, okay? He bought it for the 2 days that we're fucking spending. in
Yeah.
Canada. Yeah.
And what did you buy? They can't remember.
Can't remember.
What happens when you have a box of liquor? Yeah.
Jack Daniels honey in a can, honey with lemonade, pre-made, and they're
Yeah.
empty cans.
Yeah.
In the US, we get the small 12 ounce. This is or 8 ounce, or whatever they are. These are the tall boys.
Right, yeah, he was like, they got tall boys, Chris.
There were 8 of them. And then a bottle of Canadian whiskey.
Have you tried our beer yet?
I'm not a beer guy.
Canadian beer? We call
Canadian Molson.
yeah, well, Molson, yeah,
Joe.
Labatt's, whatever. But I remember the first time I went to the United States as a teenager. We went to South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, and we bought American beer, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, this is bullshit.
Yeah. I always say American beer is like
Water.
making
Soda.
love in a canoe.
Mm.
Yeah, it's fucking near water. Right? So,
Well,
anyways.
But it's funny because we were somewhere at dinner and somebody was like, I want a Canadian beer, I'll have a Molson. And
Jared.
immediately I thought, yeah, Jared was like, I was like, they don't drink Molson in Canada.
It's
It's
what's
like
us.
that Australian beer that they were like, Foster's.
Yeah.
Like they're like, nobody
Foster's.
fucking Australia drinks a fucking Foster,
Well,
you
yeah.
idiot. Yeah. So I thought Molson's was the same, but apparently not. I did have gave a little fruity drink.
Strawberry daiquiri.
Strawberry daiquiri.
Have you tried a Caesar?
No, but they
Gerald and Crystal.
Gerald and Crystal did.
Yeah,
They're from here, so they drink that all.
try and get a Caesar in the
I
States.
tasted it.
They don't, like, do you have them now in the States?
What is it? It's like a.
It's a clamato juice,
Mhm.
which
Yeah.
sounds kind of gross. Clam juice and tomato, but they're
Yeah, that
absolutely
sounds nasty,
delicious.
Yeah, so
No, it's good.
What's a Bloody Mary on steroids? He said. That's what he kind of said.
Yeah, kind of. It's not as thick as a Bloody Mary.
Is
Like
it like
Bloody
celery?
Mary is pure tomato juice, and then you can get it with bearded clam tomato. juice.
that's, what is that trans?
Yeah. Yeah, you would enjoy that one. You would enjoy that one. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I need my lady with a beard on it. right? That's my thing. Some women are like that right outside.
I saw one.
Yeah, I know. I saw 3 between Friday and yesterday.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
a little surprised,
yeah.
but you know.
What do you think of the diversity here in Canada?
Dude, it's fine. There is no, at least we haven't really seen any snowflakes. Like fucking everybody that fucking we walk by is like, Trump! America, you're from America, Trump! You know, fucking everybody gives us the, that. And then what did you yell out the other day? We were outside. You're like, oh, Blue Jays, or whatever.
Oh, they people were coming back from
To
Blue
the
Jays.
hotel.
To our hotel. They're coming back from Blue Jays.
Blue Jays game.
That was it. They were excited about it.
Yeah.
But the other guy came up to us because he's like, there's like a New York license plate.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm just checking. Trump.
Yeah.
All right. So you don't know those blue states.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but we won't talk politics. Yeah.
You're right.
No, we avoid that. No, but I mean, do you find that the diversity in cultures here in Canada, have you noticed? But you're from New York, so New York.
Yeah,
New York is a
yeah,
melting.
you know.
Similar.
In New York, you'll see a fucking Filipino dude walking down the street with a fucking rack with fucking 30 dead hamsters on it.
Right,
You know, like you just think that's normal.
and that's the lunch special.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're a lot more nice.
Yeah,
A lot of people are nice here.
Yeah.
Well, in New York, they're not.
Yeah.
Well, they
Yeah.
Everyone's
like,
smiling and waving at
Hey,
you.
how are you? Fuck God. You know, and that's a compliment, right?
But
That's a
you
compliment.
say,
Yeah.
it's not even as bad as it used to be. Like it used to be like you're like, all right, you know, you want to know how to get here? You go up to the Puerto Rican building, you make a left, and you'd be like, how do you know it's a Puerto Rican building? And the guy would just be like, there's a bunch of Puerto Ricans outside. You know, like,
Yeah.
like you were the dumbest person on the planet, right? And then he goes, go to the black building, make a right. It's like a fat guy when he gives you directions. It's like, you know, 3 blocks from McDonald's, you make a right at the Burger King and you do all that shit. That's how it used to be in New York.
Okay.
But now, like even like I've seen,
I'll just tell you the wrong directions.
I've seen a white woman tell a black cop in New York that Black Lives Matter, right? Like it's so woke now. It's so we don't want to offend anybody anymore. That it's just the way it goes. So,
But that you don't.
He doesn't.
Follow
He
that.
doesn't abide
No,
by
you-
those.
no.
I'm like, there's nothing wrong with the way we grew up and
Yes.
fucking, but like, you know, like I have a podcast called My One Black Friend, My One White Friend, and it's about me and a black friend just talk about like political stuff and movies and is it
Mhm,
racist or not, right? And this is my friend from high school who I've known for 30 years, you know, 40 years, and it's just like, yeah, when we were growing up, it was just like, yeah, you're black, but you're still my friend, but you're still black, so I'm still gonna make fun of you.
Technically, what you're saying is accurate, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like that Archie Bunker. You know,
Oh, yeah.
George
Do you think
Jefferson.
Archie Bunker would survive?
No way.
Not
No,
a chance.
yeah,
Not a
chance.
chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that show was amazing.
Oh,
As
it
a
really
black
was.
person, I'm saying, that show was amazing.
Yeah.
And then the Jeffersons
Yeah.
was the reverse.
Yeah.
Which was just as
That was
great.
great too.
Yeah, but it wouldn't last.
Yeah.
It would-
It's interesting how things have.
The
Well,
network
because
would
now
probably get sued
Every
for just the
Verizon
pilot.
commercial you see, it's a black woman with a Puerto Rican woman, and it's just like, oh, this is a normal thing, and they have a white daughter, and they have a or a white daughter and a black daughter, and it's like it's really gotten to the point where it's like, yeah, I get it, all right, I get it. Black people marry white people marry black people, gay people marry gay people. But you don't have to jam it down our throats. Like I got a cousin who's a hotshot at Verizon, and they make him put his pronouns on his email now,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Fuck
Yeah.
you, I'm not doing that."
Do you know what the first biracial kiss was on
On
TV?
TV, it was Captain Kirk and what's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it really?
Yeah. That was the first.
Lieutenant O'Hara.
And
O'Hara. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And what's interesting about that is when they were filming it, they said, okay, we want you to do the kiss, but we also want to do a shot without you kissing. So it was a hug, right? Without the kiss. And Captain Kirk, being Canadian, said, fuck that, he kissed her every time. So they never got a shot that wasn't a kiss.
Right.
So when they went to air it,
Right.
They had
They
to
had
go.
to use
They had to go with
yeah.
that. So it's very, and I mean that wasn't too long ago.
What was the '60s? That was
Yeah.
one grandma away from where we are now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
all it was.
But the reason I bring up the diversity and culture and whatever, I mean the thing I love about it, and Jane and I travel a lot. We've been to a lot of different countries. But what I love about it is you get to understand other people's cultures, but they also, with their culture, they bring their food.
Yes.
And, right?
Yeah.
And their food is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
To try different things. And again, New York, when you want to eat in New York, there's no shortage of great food in New York. Right?
In New York,
But
pretty
there's
much
places,
from
there's
anything.
places like, Shane and Stephen were saying, how am I going to get these Portuguese tarts in South Carolina?
Right.
And in Tennessee, I want more of these, and they
Right.
don't think they'll be able to get them. Whereas in Toronto,
Anywhere.
anything
Just a regular
you
grocery
want,
store will have them.
anything
Yeah.
you can find it.
Yeah.
You know.
And I never, growing up in Toronto, I
Mhm.
kind of took all that for granted until I started traveling to other places and realized how special where we live is, where you can get like just the regular local no frills.
Yeah.
Will always have the international section
Oh,
with all
absolutely.
kinds of, and
Well, it's like that in
Kinda
New York
take that
too.
for granted.
Like we always had a bodega that had everything in it.
Yeah.
Now we have these giant stores like H Mart that's just Asian foods or just.
Yeah, we have those too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go buy an octopus though. Like I never thought like I
I
need some
love
octopus. tonight.
octopus. Oh my God, octopus. Do you like octopus? Yeah.
I like the last part of it, right? But I don't like
Octopussy. Well, I mean, that was a character in a James Bond movie, right? Octopussy. Would they get away with that now? No, it would be Octovagina.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah.
It would be like Octovagina on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but Octopenis on Wednesdays and Saturdays. In between, it's neither. Okay, we got the next person in that.
next person is
Next person is Jane.
Jane.
Which
I'll go
Jane?
get Jane. Are you good with me? Are you done with me?
Yeah, we're good.
I really have enjoyed this.
No, this
It's all
is
right.
great.
I crashed your
No,
party.
it's okay. Anytime.
Alright.
You can crash my party anytime.
Alright. All right, I'll go get
All right.
Jane.
Thanks again, Mark.
All right.
All right.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I'm done with you.
I'm gonna go out this door.
Okay.
Go out this door.
That's all right. Tell everybody how they can follow you.
Instagram, Facebook, and hopefully YouTube.
Back on YouTube.
Yeah.
Back on YouTube.
You see?
And it's just what?
Nayoka Ball Python. Yep, that's it.
Spell it for people.
NYOKA.
You know what? It kind of sounds like spell it. Okay. I'm an asshole.
Thanks again.
Thank you, brother. I'll talk to you later. All right. We're at the Canadian Reptile Expo, sponsored by Redline and Visionary too. Visionary. All you other people that helped everybody get here. You're responsible for conversations like we just had. We've been having those all weekend. So we'll be back in a minute, guys, and just give us a minute to get Jane.
The great Jane.
Great Jane. Okay. We're gonna have a little bit of fun with her too. So, all right, guys, we'll be back in a minute.
Not at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So
no.
I can just say, tell you about shit about Mark, is that okay?
Yes.
100%. Yes.
Oh,
Okay. This is actually great. The people actually heard all this too.
Oh, dear.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, guys. All right. All right. Look. Boom. Here we go. Jane Mandic, the lovely and beautiful Jane Mandic, who I don't really think she's been on anybody's show before. You might have been on MJ's show, right? I think.
Yes.
Yeah. But this is the first. Okay, first on Snakes the Fan Man. Jane, you're here doing snakes, which do you love, or do you just love the fact that your husband's so into it? Like, do you love the actual animals?
Yeah, I
or
do.
You do.
I do.
Okay. All right.
I do.
And
Yeah. Both of those things can exist at the same time, right?
Yeah.
I do love the animals, but Mark's just so crazy about it.
Right.
You gotta, empower him to be so excited.
Right. So when you come to shows like this,
Mhm.
are you mainly just helping him, or are you enjoying the show too?
I enjoy the show. I really enjoy talking to people because you learn so much from all the people you talk to, right? So I really do enjoy that.
Well, in most places, not really reptile shows, right?
Sean us
Yeah.
to take the comments off the screen.
Shauna, oh, okay, sorry. Shauna, Shauna, if you just sign on right now, you could control the comments, just so you know. So you could do that from Florida while we're here in Canada. Yeah, all right, Sean's gonna take over. All right, sorry. Yeah, I've been so interested in people, I'm ignoring the comments, but, so this weekend, how far are you guys from here?
Oh, only an hour and a half.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, not
So,
far.
did you go home last night, or did you?
No, we stay in a hotel.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah.
And I know you guys being Mandix, you don't really stay in like a DoubleTree, right? Probably stay in some kind of Hilton.
No, we stay at the Westin.
Otherwise, okay, all right.
I like
okay,
it.
all
I
right.
like it. I'm a travel agent. I get cheap rates, so I'm good.
That's right.
I'm good.
And then did you go to the Keg?
Absolutely.
Yes, right. How great is that place?
They sell my favorite wine, so that's why I love it.
It's so, we had food there. I think me and Paul both bought like some half a leg of cow. And it was like, they're like, yeah, it's $80. And they're like, but you're paying with American money, so it's really like $58, right?
True.
And that's the best part about being here, is that we're saving so much money and we're eating like slobs and kings. Like just, it's just so great here.
Did you have Billy Miner pie?
No.
At the Keg, Billy Miner pie, it's the second reason I go. It's like a coffee ice cream cake coated in almonds and caramel. And it's named after a famous Canadian trainer.
I don't even think that we got dessert, right?
No, we're going back tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to
Have
that.
Billy
Now
Miner
that she said that, yeah.
Billy Miner pie.
Just maybe for dessert.
Yeah, maybe. And the nice thing is it's right by, see where we're kind of slumming it at the DoubleTree. So it's literally right across the parking lot, right?
Yeah.
So we're matter of fact, I rolled into it right from right out of the hotel into the
Perfect.
the Keg. But yeah, what a great place that is. Yeah.
Mhm.
And where are you going this year? Because I know
Where am I
being a
going?
travel agent, yeah, you're gonna be
Next weekend, I'm taking 24 people to Egypt.
to Egypt, okay,
Mhm.
all right. And is it tourist trip? Is that like
Yeah.
the only way, like you go see the pyramids, you go see the whatever?
Yeah, so you fly into Cairo. Now Air Canada aren't going on strike. Thank you, Air Canada, for
Okay.
not messing up my plans. And I don't blame Air Canada wanting to strike because their pilots weren't paid enough. Like I believe pay people when they're doing, especially a pilot. I want him paid.
Right,
Yeah, when it pissed
yeah, if you're a pilot, yeah.
So we go into Cairo for 2 nights. You see the pyramids and the Sphinx and all that cool stuff, and then we fly down to Luxor and we do a week's river cruise along the Nile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And is that like a high-end river cruise, or is it just more of a?
I sell it both ways. You can do a high-end river cruise if you want, but I don't think everyone's got different budgets. I like to appease to people who might want to, instead of dropping 10 grand on one trip, might want to drop 10 grand and go on 3.
Right, gotcha, okay. Because I got a friend of mine who goes to all these places like, South America,
Yeah.
Africa, and she basically goes and lives like the people there.
That's how I like to travel.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm like, you're paying money to live like poor people. Like, what did you work your whole life for? Now I just want to go back to what it was like when I was 4 and my mother couldn't afford beans, like name brand beans, and it would just be that can with the word beans on it. Like that's how they're living. And you go and live like that?
To each their own, right?
Do you like doing it?
Oh, do I like doing
Yeah.
it? Oh, hey, I can go both ways. I like my 5-star all-inclusive, like kick-ass resorts in the Caribbean, but I can also slum it. Mark and I have stayed at some cool places in like Vietnam with 3 walls and a roof. That's it.
Outside is the last wall?
Yeah.
Outside?
Outside.
Yeah, it's not really a wall.
No,
That's a place.
it was
Okay,
yeah, it was cool. It was like $25 a night.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right.
As I get older, I'm doing that less.
Yeah, I bet, right?
Totally.
It's just like, why would you even?
Yeah.
But like I want to go somewhere and just have people just do shit for me, you know?
Yeah. So do you find people treat you differently now?
Yeah, it's the most
Yeah.
annoying thing in the world.
Is it annoying?
It's that look of pity, you know,
Yeah.
that's all. And, you know, I get it, okay? I get it. You see a dude in a chair or a girl in a chair and you want to help. But there was a guy with no arms when I was walking, no
Yeah.
arms coming, and I held the door for him, right? And then when he walked through the door, he looks at me and he goes, I don't need that shit, right? So I just let the door go, right? I was like, all right, have fun gumming that door handle for the next hour and a half, right? See how you get it. But now when
you get it.
everybody's opening, I'm like, people are so nice to you when you're this way.
Yeah.
I mean, people are so nice to you. They're opening doors for you. They're doing all this other shit for you. And but it's still like they got that look of pity, you know. But it's not as bad. Like I had a stroke too when I was like in 2020, maybe 18, and the thing that you couldn't explain to people about having the stroke, and we're getting all serious now, so I'm sorry. Okay, that's Jane bringing it out of me. Okay, the thing that was more frustrating than having the stroke and like not, you know, having to rework your hands and all that. Thing was more frustrating was you couldn't explain to people how you were different than the day before your stroke.
Oh yeah.
You know, because you look like you could do everything
Yeah.
and all that, but mentally and dexterity wise, you couldn't do it. You know, so that was worse than this. Than this, I just have fun with it. And I'm like, you know, when I wake up feeling sorry for myself, I give myself 10 minutes. And I'm like, after that, I'm like, it's just a leg, right? You still got to get up and work. Get up, you know, crawl to the computer if you have to.
But you know, you have such a great personality that after, like, I met you for the first time, right?
Yeah.
Friday.
That's Friday. Yeah.
After speaking to you for 30 seconds, I then can say to myself, okay, this guy's got a good attitude. We can joke about things.
Oh, you can joke about anything.
Yeah, and you make it more comfortable for other people with your
Oh, well,
attitude.
I hope so.
Yeah, you do.
because the bottom line is, this is just a dick and fart joke show that good people like to come on because it's fun, you know?
Yeah.
And that's all it is. Like, we're not a reptile show. And look at this. Matter of fact, Jason took the microphone with him. Oh, no, here it is.
Oh shit.
Here you go.
Am I supposed to have that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can everybody hear Jane? Because I've been ignoring the comments. Okay. That's yeah. She'll be able. Let's see. Look on that thing over there. Yep, we're good now. Okay. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Did everybody hear Jane? All right. Yes. Okay. Everybody heard.
All right.
Okay.
Good.
Did I thought the black guy stole the mic. All right. That's all I'm saying. But they don't do that here in Canada.
No.
All right.
We don't do what? Steal
Yeah.
stuff?
No, you guys don't, you know, make reference to the diversity of people. Like we used to do when we were a kid. It was always like, you know, the black guy did this, the Puerto Rican guy did this, the white guy did that. And here there's not much of that, right?
It's called stereotype.
Yeah, it's called stereotyping. Yeah. So like, I'm not racist. I just stereotype a lot of people.
I think everybody does. I think people stereotype still. We just don't verbally talk about it as
Yeah,
much.
I think that's
Yeah.
the way it is. Because you could be a cop, like interviewing a witness to
Totally.
a mugger, and she's like, yeah, he got the, you know, it was a guy about 5 foot, you know, brown hair. And they're like, well, is there anything else you can tell me about it? Was he black? Was he white? You're like, hey, I don't see color, okay? And you're like, yeah, sometimes you need to, okay?
And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's
Like,
nothing wrong with that.
I love saying to people, oh my gosh, where are you from? Because I'm genuinely interested in where they're from.
Mm.
I know about where I'm from. I want to hear about where
Right,
other people
right.
are from. So, you know, and some people can be a little bit offended and go, oh, I'm from, you know, Mississauga or something. And then I'll try and push and go, well, no, come on, I'm really interested in hearing about
Right.
what's the correct ethnicity, not ethnicity.
Yeah, I would think it would
Your
be.
family roots or whatever it
Well,
is, something
yeah,
like
but
that.
you can't really refer to family roots without it seeming ethnic. Like there's a lot
Nationality or whatever.
that definite
Yeah.
that question, where are you from? It's all in the tone you say, because you could be like, where are you from?
Yeah.
You know, or you
yeah.
could be like, where are you from? You know, And
I'm gonna say that
that
too.
makes it a total
Some
different.
people deserve that tone. Where the hell are you?
Yeah, I would say the majority of people deserve that tone.
Yeah.
And growing up, my Puerto Rican black friends, Chinese friends, they were my best friends. Like I
Yeah.
didn't have a bunch of white dudes to hang out with, you know.
No.
So it was just like so you don't even think about that, you know. So if you hear the black ass mother say, "Get your black ass in the house," it's 9 o'clock. It's only a matter of time before you start saying, "Yo, I'll take your black ass," you know. And it was never taken like, "Why are you saying that?" Because I'm like, it was never taken like that. It was always taken as either funny or it was fighting words, you know. And there was no like in between, like you hurt my feelings because you called me a white guy or you were, you know. But now, you know.
So I'm from the UK, obviously, and where I'm from, the black country, when I was going to.
When you say the black
It's
country,
called the black country
Is it?
because
Oh,
it was
okay.
industrial.
Okay.
So
all right.
like Goodyear tire
Right.
and factories and all that stuff. And so when I was going to school, like what would you call it? Junior school?
High school.
No, not high school. Before that, when you
Oh,
first
like
start
6
going.
to 8 junior high.
No, like
No?
when you first start
Oh,
going to
when you
school.
like first through fifth.
Elementary.
School. Yeah.
Elementary, yeah. When you start going to elementary school in where I live, there was me and 2 other white kids in my class.
Right.
Everyone else was from India, from Pakistan, from Jamaica, and we had 2 people from Italy. So I grew up
Right.
with that.
In that, yeah.
And so it's just normal.
Right, and that's the way it really should be. It's just
Yeah.
like, plus everybody, you have to know a lot of people because otherwise, not friends with a lot of black people, you don't know a lot about lotion, okay?
Mhm.
You know, black people are using lotion all day.
Yeah.
I'm going outside balding, sun right on my head, I get skin cancer, right? Didn't have enough black friends, didn't know about lotion, okay? So that's what I think is that there's always a way that it's something that you could learn from every other culture.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, the skin color doesn't mean anything. That's why when I get these racist comments, you know, from saying things on the show, it's always from like people under 30. You know, people who have been brought up to where there's nothing, everything they hear about is racist.
They're
right?
offended by everything.
They're offended by everything, right? So it's it's the worst. But we found out that it's not like that as much up here because we've been making jokes with everybody up here, and they're laughing it up and they're just having fun with it like it should be, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas I go to places in America and they're like, you can't say that. And I'm like, nah, I ain't saying anything really,
I used to live in Florida. I lived in Florida for 6 years.
Oh, where in Florida?
Just outside of Tampa, Tarpon Springs
Okay.
area.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I worked for a company, a British company that made crossbows, actually. And there's, there's parts of Florida, and I'm not being offensive to Florida, but boy, I've seen poverty in Florida that I have not seen in a lot of places.
Yeah.
And it was predominantly Black people.
Mhm.
And, in the UK, we don't learn a lot about Black history in America. So it was, boy, did I have an education. There was stuff I knew nothing about.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And some of it isn't pretty.
Mhm.
But I agree that, okay, let's all get on, let's all get over it and just have a good time.
Yeah. Just have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's in that Florida area, or at least now, or in the down south, there's a lot of white trash, like poor white people in poverty, right?
Yeah.
And I'd rather hang out with
I
poor
love how
black
you said white trash. Because I mean, again, I'm probably going to get pushback for this, but there's a lot of that everywhere.
Yeah, of course. And I would rather hang out with poor black people than white trash any day of the week. Okay. Now rednecks, I really like rednecks.
Do you?
Rednecks, yeah, I really. You're always seeing some kind of documentary about a redneck engineer who figured out a way to get a rocket to launch him up 30,000 feet into the air. Guy ends up dying because he doesn't think about landing it. But but he found a way to get it up in the air.
Wow.
But like this guy Magic Mike, he was called, and he wanted to build a rocket in his backyard that got him out of the atmosphere. And I'll be goddamned if that redneck didn't do it. All right, he didn't plan like a parachute or anything before when it came back down.
Yeah.
But he got there, you got killed on the way down. But the thing is that he got there, and that's the kind of hard work that I'm into. Okay,
Yeah.
so they're just king of the 90%. You know, like get 90% of the way there. Don't think about that last 10% that you need to survive, and then just throw that out the window. But overall, like people watch me and know I'm a dumbass, right? Like people probably people are probably watching right now going, what the fuck is Jane doing on Snakes and a Fat Man? They're like, number one, she's hot. Number two, she's Mark Mandich's wife. So there's no way that, you know, if he talked about Chris even once at home, there's no way she's coming on. How did Mark convince you to come on to the show?
Well, he just asked me to. He just asked me to.
Okay, are you glad you did, or are you?
No, I'm totally glad I did.
I thought she was gonna be like, no, fuck this. Take the dumb microphone.
No, I mean, if Mark would never put me in a position to do something that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, like, are you painfully aware every day that you married like the world's nicest person?
Oh my God.
It's like
He's so nice. He's too nice sometimes.
right. That's
Too
what it
nice
gotta be
sometimes.
frustrating, right?
Very,
Yes.
very
Yeah.
at times. Because I am more well, he is. He's just so blimmin' nice all the time. I'm the luckiest woman in the world.
Yeah, he like
I
she
really
said, he told us a story when he was making focaccia for Stephen and Shane.
Yeah,
And then he was making it more the next day to make sandwiches for us.
yeah.
And you're like, why are you making bread again? You know?
I know. And as much as Mark, and I'm going to say this because Mark isn't here, his dad was a great character, Mark's dad,
Mhm.
and he reminds me of his dad sometimes. And his dad was in a refugee camp in Italy after the war,
Oh, okay.
and he was in charge of feeding like 2,500 refugees from
Mhm.
World War II
Right.
in this camp. And Mark's dad could open the fridge and feed 50 people, and I'd go, oh shit, we got to go out for dinner. We got
Right.
nothing, right? And Mark's exactly the same. He really loves doing it.
I see him, or not whenever I see him, but this is the first time I've actually met him in person. But whenever we talk, there's something that he does that I'm like, why the fuck did you do? Like, you didn't have to do that. Like, why'd you go out of your way? Like, and he's like, well, Chris, let me just tell you. And he's literally like the nicest dude that I've ever met.
And sometimes he'll do things and he will regret it. And I always say to him, you always have to do things because you feel it's the right thing to do.
Mhm.
You've just got to be you. And it's
Right.
up to that other person, whether they're a dick about it or
Right.
whether, whatever.
Mhm.
So, as long as you are doing the right thing for
Right.
you and authentically being you, and that's what he's doing.
And I have to ask this because my fans would kill me if I didn't.
Go on.
You ever consider a side hustle phone sex with accent, right?
No, but hey, I'm always, I'm too
That's
busy.
all I want to hear.
I'm too
That's
busy
all
right now. I hear that a lot
Right.
about the accent. And you know what it always makes me think of? It reminds me of, oh God, what was the band? They sing Panama. Somebody help me. Thank you. Van Halen, there was one where it was a lady with a kid on her hip and a cigarette hanging out of her mouth. Not there's anything wrong with smoking.
No.
And she's ironing and she's like doing this phone sex thing and you can see the guy and it's just not what you.
Yeah.
I always had that in my head.
No, you have to actually. Well,
Maybe it wasn't Van Halen.
you have to.
See if anyone
Get
remembers what the
into it.
video.
Yeah. Does anybody remember the video? You have to get into it to a point, okay? But my friends used to have. They used to be the tech support for phone sex companies, and they were just like, it's just a bunch of people in cubicles,
Yeah.
And there was a movie called "Don't Drink Your Juice While in the Hood" with whatever. It was a black movie, a black comedy in the 80s or 90s. And the black guy worked for a gay phone sex, right? Thing, and he hated it, right? So, but he would do it for money. And they would just flash to his booth in an office, and he's like, "Yeah, I got your balls in my mouth. I got your balls in my mouth. What are you gonna do about it? And that's what I always think about with that. And I can't believe I'm making balls in the mouth jokes with fucking James. Because I'm getting cut off notices from Paul. Paul's like, abort, don't go to the black thing. Don't do the thing.
You know, no, I get it. I mean, to each their own. I don't care what anyone does as long as they don't, interfere with me.
Yeah, that's what I'm
As
saying.
if it makes people happier when they're out and about, I'm all for it.
Yeah, if you phone sex number, maybe later on. Maybe I'll call Mark if I get permission from Mark.
Sure. Yeah,
I'm done.
that's all.
Jane, thank you so much for
Hey,
doing
it's
this
so
show.
nice, and thank you for inviting me on, and,
Plug your travel company because I know, tell people how they could.
oh,
If you want to associate with Chris.
Yeah. But most of my people ain't got that kind of money anyway, but just do it.
I'm an independent, like, commission-only travel agent. I don't, in Canada, you have to be under the umbrella of a travel agency to be a travel agent.
Right.
You can't just have Fred's Travel or whatever else. So I'm an independent because I don't like the idea of ever being a 9-to-5 person. I like
Right.
to do my own thing. So I'm an independent under Marlin Travel. Just reach out to Mark. Anyone can reach me if they want to.
All right, reach out to Mark if you want Jane to handle your traffic. She's going to Egypt next week. I think in a month she's going to go to Iraq. I didn't even know you could do that. Okay.
No, Vietnam, Cambodia next.
Vietnam. Okay. If I wanted to go out to Iraq, could you figure that out? If I
Iraq.
wanted to see a palace, yeah.
There's some beautiful places in that part of the world.
No, I know.
Yeah?
That's what, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
you can.
Is he treating you all right?
Always.
We're having a lot of fun.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Good.
We got.
Are you in frame?
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Right there.
I
Right.
just want to make sure. Okay, keep rolling.
Right. We'll let you get back to
He's
Jane.
like, what the hell is she doing about me?
No, it's a lot. I'm gonna tell them that you said it was okay if we had one.
Yeah, thank you again.
Thank
Okay,
you again.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
All right, everybody, we're good. We're gonna sign off for a minute. Probably more than a minute, probably like a half an hour. I gotta go get some nicotine in me. And we'll come back with Canadian Reptile Breeders Expo sponsored by Redline. I just gotta pull up that thing again. Boom. Okay, there we go. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Yo, what's up, guys? We're back. We're just waiting on a couple of people to come in. We got quite a few left. So we'll just see what's going on. This is live from CRBE, sponsored by Redline. We're going to see who's coming in now. And let's see, I just got the thumbs up. Yeah, so.
No, in a second.
In a second? Okay.
They're coming through right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to get some hot chicks here. We're going to get some reptile hot chicks, maybe even some dog hot chicks or some fish hot chicks. I don't know. Okay. We just let Paul and Kevin go around with the GoPro, just asking chicks if they want to be on. We don't know if they said yes yet, so we'll find out. So we'll see who has. Whoa,
Hi.
who's this? Come on in. Well, we got a hot chick right off the bat.
Hi.
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Brianne.
Brianne. Hello, Brianne.
Nice to meet you.
Brianne's new,
Hi.
right? How are you in this deal, Brianne?
So my dad is Billy from Mutation Creation.
Oh.
So I've kind of been in the
Hello.
background the whole night.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Billy from Mutation Creation.
Mhm.
How old are you?
You wanna guess?
19?
I'm 25. I'm about to turn
Yeah.
26 in a couple months.
26?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Oh, that's got to be some trouble, okay?
Yeah.
You're married? You're not married?
No, I'm in a relationship.
What snake eye?
No, actually,
Yeah,
but an
fuck that,
American.
right.
So,
American? Oh, where's he from?
so he's from New Hampshire.
So he could get here quick. Relatively.
Yeah.
Okay. And what does he do? I'm only going to ask you because I know who your father is now, and we got to make sure that this guy checks all the boxes.
Well, he's
Right.
not in the industry,
Okay.
but he works in the restaurant industry, service industry.
Okay.
So
Is he a waiter?
no, he was a bar server. He used to be a restaurant manager.
Okay. All right. We have benefits.
I don't know.
Well, you got to find that out. Got to find out if he has benefits. Find out if they're transferable if you get
Yeah.
married or anything like this. Were you at Billy's the other night?
I was, yes.
And
So we weren't introduced, but I did see you rolling by.
Oh, yeah, that's hot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like.
I mean, the hat's really cool.
Well,
You gotta get some.
were you the
friends
one
on
that
there.
said nice hat
Probably.
at the end of the night?
Yeah, you might.
It might have been. Yeah, that might have been you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know how I missed this one. No disrespect, Billy. Okay, Jesus Christ, this really cuts me off at the knees.
That's
Or the
okay. There's
knee.
a lot of people there's so many people come and go that I don't always get the chance to speak to them one-on-one.
Right.
Eventually I end up meeting everyone, especially at the expos. There's so
Right.
many people to meet.
Well, are you into this shit?
I am. I mean, from a very young age, I've been around it, so it's always been a comfort for me. I'm getting into spiders, so that's kind of where I don't know.
Arachnid chick.
Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
if I'll ever breed snakes myself. It would be cool potentially to do a project with my dad. But right now, this past year, I've been taking care of the geckos.
Okay.
So yeah. I don't
So
know.
is this your job?
One of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else do you do?
So I work at a chiropractic clinic.
Okay.
I'm administrative assistant / office manager.
Okay.
Hoping to.
Did you meet Brittany?
I did.
Because
She's
she's also.
fantastic. Yeah. We had a whole conversation about it at dinner
Okay,
last
okay.
night. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. That's fucking weird. A lot of chiropractic at a snake thing.
Right.
Who the fuck would have thought?
What's crazy is that there's chiropractors for animals.
Yeah. I know.
It's just like.
I work for an all-exclusive veterinary pharmacy.
Mm,
So there's medicine that they just make for dogs and cats and
Oh.
shit like that. So
that's cool.
yeah, and so like, what do you do when you're here? Are you just working the table?
Yeah. I mean, I definitely don't know as much as everyone else at the table. But I try to give some assistance.
Just showing off the
Look at
yams
the pretty
and selling some
snake.
snakes. You're like,
Yeah.
Look at the snake. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very cool. Yeah. Right. And Billy would be a good guy to partner with the arachnids, because I would think that there would be no animal that Billy can't just be like, yeah, an animal's
Oh my God.
$1,000, get it.
We
Right.
had tarantulas. We had so many tarantulas before. We just got rid of them, and that was
At Billy's?
yeah.
Oh,
so
no shit.
yeah,
Okay.
we had probably around 10,
Right.
and they were like.
Where did he keep them there?
So at first it was in the front separate room where the geckos are now.
Right.
And then we moved them into the bathroom, I think, because it's like a massive room with a lot of sunlight. So we had just like a massive case with all of the spiders just hanging out there. And it was just.
In the bedroom, spiders are probably like, this is great. I
Yeah.
get to see dudes take shits in my house all fucking day. Right. That's
We've talked about that
fantastic.
so many times.
Okay.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Now, is there a plan? Like, what's the plan to do full time, or are you just gonna get married to the bar manager and do nothing full time?
No, I mean, I have a lot of hobbies. So
Mhm.
it would be nice to eventually be able to profit off of those hobbies because I don't see myself doing the same thing my whole life.
Right.
I just have a lot of hobbies. However, I do like working. So I think.
Yeah,
have
you
to
can
figure
tell
out-
you're under 30. And life hasn't really punched you in the face yet. Yeah, well, you can definitely tell that.
Yeah.
Like, I have a lot of hobbies that I would like to make money at.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody got a lot of hobbies that they would like to
Yeah.
make money at. Yeah, but you in school?
I already went to school, so I went to school twice.
Okay,
I went for legal office administration,
okay.
and then the first time I went, it was for global travel and tourism.
See, I'm having trouble with this whole fucking thing because she is hot as fuck.
Oh my
right?
God.
She's fucking hot as fuck, and she's like, I went to school for legal global representation. She's crying. I feel like I'm about to start a porno here. She's like fucking. It's fucking crazy.
Thank God
man.
there's not a fucking couch here.
Yeah, thank fucking God.
the couch.
Right. Holy shit. Jesus
You'd
Christ.
be the watcher in this case.
Oh, boy. Is there a couch in that hallway?
No.
Holy crap. I've been overdoing it in every interview and every time I do it, because I mentioned the word retarded a lot in an interview with Jane Mandick,
Mhm.
and he's back there going, abort, stop
Yeah.
talking about, stop saying retarded. Finally just yelled it out. But yeah, you're like fucking crazy hot. You're like, hey, and you're like, yeah, I know I'm crazy hot, but and this is just the way I talk. You know, this is all I do. You're one of those women that are like, yeah, my hair aside. Yeah, I get it. How many fucking ball pythons did you sell today? Just by doing that. Like, oh, this is a spider. Looking, you're like, oh, okay, I'll take it. I'll buy it.
Yeah, and a lot of people stop to talk, and I'm just like, can you fucking buy something, please? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
and
know
go
what I'm
away.
talking about.
Yeah, just go away because
Yeah.
fucking yeah. I don't know how Billy does it because Billy's always like the positive dude.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Welcome into the community. I'm like, fuck, go away from the community. Like you
Yeah.
suck. Like it's one of the worst fucking time dealing with you. But that's the majority of all Python people.
Yeah.
Now, okay, marriage plans.
Maybe at some point.
Has he brought it up yet or no?
We've talked about it. I feel like we kind of are in the same headspace. Like, I don't really feel like at this day and age that marriage is something that is for me. I definitely believe in the commitment, but I don't think that marriage doesn't mean anything. It's
You know,
really
a
just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would like to find something that's more meaningful to me in terms of that.
You're like, I want to get fulfilled.
Yeah.
I want to be fulfilled emotionally. Yeah, you don't know that. Look.
You got Patrick coming in now.
All right, I got Patrick coming. Okay, come on.
Awesome.
Move closer to me.
All right.
What's up, Patrick?
Not much
Okay,
yourself.
I bet you didn't think like you'd be coming in and be smoking hot fucking chick here.
We've met a few times
Oh,
before,
met a few
actually.
times.
Yeah.
You're like, I thought it was just gonna be a legless fat dude with fucking no personality.
No.
Patrick, where you? What company you from?
I'm own Scales Unleashed with my dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you one of those? Really?
Yeah.
With your dad?
Yep.
Like I've done all this shit, but I've done it with my dad's money.
Yep.
Okay, sure.
Pretty
All right,
much.
just so you know. Okay,
Yep.
all right. Yeah, so I got two trust fund babies here though.
Not even.
I don't know.
I have no claim to any of them.
No claim.
No, I mean, like it might trickle down at some point, but right now that's all my dad. I'm not.
Trickle down is what it's about. Okay,
Mhm.
just take your scraps. Same
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
Take it down. Yeah, I just saw you looking at the boobs. Dude, I fucking totally just saw you. Dude, really? And you're not allowed to do that because I've been trying
I
not
have,
to
I have
do
a
it.
girlfriend.
Okay.
I told my
I was
boyfriend
looking
to
nowhere.
watch and tune in, and he's just.
Now he's coming for me.
He's in America, so he can't do much right now. But in a few weeks.
Yeah, a few weeks when he's here, he's gonna fucking hunt you down and fucking beat the shit out of you. Fucking,
He's coming after you for your other leg.
well, yeah, that's right. He's gonna beat you with my other leg. It's funny because you were just like, yeah.
No, I was
Chris,
looking
yeah.
at your leg. Your
Yeah.
other leg.
No,
The
you
leg
weren't.
wasn't
No, you
there.
weren't. It's just so funny that the leg is in direct relation.
No, I was looking
Line
at
of
the
sight.
leg.
Yeah, fuck it. All right, jeez, I bet you didn't think it was gonna be like this. Okay? All right, so now Scales Unleashed. So you
Yes.
do dogs too?
Nope. Just ball pythons right now.
Scales Unleashed.
Yes.
Okay. I thought it was Scales Unleashed. Sorry, I'm not really paying attention because of
Everyone told me, they're like, when you come to the show, you should wear one of your booty
Yeah.
tops. I'm like, I'm not doing that, and I'm really glad that I did
What do you
not.
mean you did do that? Are you shitting me? Like,
I mean, like people were saying, like you should come exposed. They're like, because apparently a lot of other like chick vendors do that. I'm like, I'm not.
you're gonna have to DM me your address. We're gonna send you a Snakes to Fat Man and Fat Man Nation tank top and ladies reading.
Send it to my dad. Send it to me.
No, I'm
They're
not
all
gonna
the
send it
time.
to your dad. That would ruin the whole thing. I'm like, hey,
Address it to me. I have
hey,
enough
Billy, for your
business there.
hot,
You won't
you know,
question it.
yeah. So I want to see more of your hot daughter, Billy. This 50-year-old man wants to see more of your hot daughter in a creepy way. Could you please make her wear
What did
these?
he say?
Yeah.
You might be on his shit list.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm fucking. But he had to know he can't send you in here and be like, oh, Chris is gonna be totally on the up and up.
Yeah, they warned me. They're like, he's not like super serious, but like just a little bit. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm
Yeah, grain of salt.
Yeah,
that's
they
it.
did.
Yeah. But look at him. He's like, how you doing? All right. I see it. All right. So Scales Unleashed. Where are you guys at?
We're located in Milton.
I meant where
Ontario.
you guys at here, but sure. Okay, Milton. Okay, where are you in relation to where we are right now? Just so I could go by the table.
Oh, we're just around the corner right there.
Okay, all right. Did I go by the table already?
I think you have.
You have.
We've seen you
do
go by.
ball pythons, right?
Yeah, all just ball pythons.
So I'm definitely not stopping. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be like,
No.
hey, that's an interesting ball python. You have to. I mean, Billy had it. Billy's Billy, and it took a lot for me to stop at his table. Okay, I just wanted to just hang out in his room and to tell people that I was at an expo, but I didn't have to see anything.
Okay.
So tell me about Scales Unleashed.
Me and my father, we started in late 2019. Started a couple different ball pythons, and we grew and grew, and now vending our first show today.
This is your first show.
That's our first show.
That's awesome.
Shit, I'm
Yes.
sorry. That's fucking. If they would have told me it was, if they would have gave me a note on you, but they didn't even give me notes. You know what they marked on you? Blonde, big boobs.
Oh,
All
that's,
right.
I doubt that, but that's funny.
I'll show you the notes in a minute.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, no, I'm not fucking around. Okay, so first show vending. How did the show do for you?
Show's been great. Talked to a lot of people. We sold few snakes.
Well, when you say you sold a few, do you pay for table costs?
Everything's paid for except for the displays you bought.
And he's
That's
like,
gonna take a little bit.
he's like, everything's paid for by my dad. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
I get it. It's cool. No. I mean, did you make enough here to cover the table costs? of the show?
Tablecloth, the table, everything's paid for.
Everything.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So you how many snakes did you sell?
I think we sold around 8 snakes.
8 snakes.
Yeah, most of them were pet level
Right.
end snakes. There's I think 2 more higher end snakes, dreamsicles, stuff like that.
Mm.
But yeah,
Do you? Well, you don't really know because it's the first show. But do people buy expensive animals at the shows anymore?
I didn't see not many people were coming by taking a look at all the.
Right, like dropping $4
No,
grand or $5
no one was
grand
dropped.
on
No one
top,
dropped.
right?
I
Okay.
didn't see anyone drop lots of money. I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, that's the point of the
It's
show,
more in
right?
the States, right?
You have Morph Market.
Yeah, we have more
Okay,
market.
all right. And website.
Yeah, we have a website.
Okay. Instagram,
We have Instagram.
TikTok.
Don't have TikTok.
Oh,
We're
why
getting.
not?
We're working.
How
on,
old
You
are
gotta
you?
get on that.
We're
How-
working on YouTube though.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
18.
You're 18.
I'm
So you
18.
should be all over TikTok showing off that dick. You know,
Yeah.
like fucking be like, yo, you want some snakes? Fucking 18, fucking in shape. Fucking, that would be the way to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Get on. We'll have to get on that. I guess.
it's so funny because she just explodes out into laughter. Like fucking. So what's your TikTok? Scales Unleashed?
It'll be Scales Unleashed. Yeah.
Okay. What's your
We'll have
TikTok?
to get on that.
I know you have one. No?
No.
What's your OnlyFans?
Knew that was gonna get out.
No? What do you think about the OnlyFans?
Not for me.
But
Yeah.
okay for other people?
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, if you want to do your thing, go do your thing. It doesn't have anything to do with me.
It doesn't don't you feel like it takes away from actual porn stars though? The OnlyFans?
Well, when you look at the porn industry as a whole, it's pretty.
Awesome, right?
Uh,
Oh, see, that's an under 30 white woman there.
Well, no, I mean, when you're
Right?
being realistic, a lot of it's very unrealistic. And
Yeah,
it's not.
oh, that's the best part. You think we want realistic sex with you guys? No, we do not. Okay, we do not. We want to see everything in the porn. Okay, just so you know too, when you're showing it off on the old on the
Yeah.
old gram, right? Obviously, I'm kidding. Don't do OnlyFans. Don't do OnlyFans. Okay.
Unless you got a direct thing to your Skills Unleashed.
Yeah, no, just ball pythons at Scales Unleashed.
Yeah, just ball
Just
pythons.
ball pythons.
I think you ruined half your business right there by saying
that's perfectly fine for
That's
me.
okay. You don't want that OnlyFans.
I want
money?
people coming in for ball pythons only.
Oh my God, shut up. You sound like a woman. You're like fucking, I want people to come in just for what I've done, not for what my tits or not for my giant dick.
respect.
Yeah, I want them to respect me. Nobody respects you. Don't worry about it. You're 18. You're not going to get any respect till you're like 35. Okay, so just, if you know that going into it, play around it. You know,
Yeah.
like be like, I know nobody's going to respect me.
Yeah.
I'm just going to show off this 9-inch dick on the fucking old fans.
Yeah.
And just fucking make my money that way. All right, you could do it. I believe in you. Okay, I believe in
Yeah.
you. I think you could do it.
I appreciate it.
Your father obviously sent you in here not knowing
Yeah.
what he never saw my show, right?
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I don't think so either. Yeah, he's
He's
gonna
like,
be
go
like,
in, have a good show.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah, you're gonna
I
go
was like,
back, and he's like,
what
"Fucking
the
dad, he
hell?"
gave me the best piece of advice."
oh
And
yeah.
your dad's gonna be like, "What? You could show off my dick on OnlyFans, right?" Your father's gonna be like, "Really?"
My
You're like,
dad's
yeah,
gonna come back in and
Yeah.
have a chat
yeah, you might come, yeah.
with
I'll
Billy.
take that next.
Yeah, him
and Billy
your
both
dad
gonna
and
come
Billy
in.
just beating the shit out of him.
That'll be great for your views.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll fucking be pretty fucking funny. How many people are in here now? Fucking 5 people. This is because Bob Vu show is going on in fucking Atlanta.
Yeah.
So all the American people are watching Mike
Bob.
from her.
I don't know, Bob. I'm kidding.
Hey.
Listen, I love
Right.
to talk my shit.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I like talking shit too. All right, so now Scales and Tails.
Scales
I keep
Unleashed.
saying Scales and Tails. Scales Unleashed. Do you do this full time? Does your dad do this full time, or is it just
My dad has his full-time job.
Mm.
I'm in grade 13 right now, playing hockey and football.
What does that mean? Great. Is that first year of
It's an
college?
additional
No,
victory
it's a
lap.
so I graduated high school last year. I went back for football.
Okay.
Playing hockey, junior hockey.
You guys are so fun to wait to see.
and I'm just playing
hockey. Playing my hockey.
How do you say it?
Hockey.
Hacky.
Hockey.
Where are you
it's hockey.
from?
I'm from New York.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
All right. She just gave me that eyebrow like you've never seen my tits, dude. Like, fuck
If
you
there
and
was,
your one leg.
Like ever, like any doubt, like for sure no.
Yeah, she's like, no, I'm not doing it. Like, fucking. All right. So, do you guys plan on being Justin, or do you plan on doing this for a fucking living? Because if so,
I hope so.
would
I know I'm trying to see where it goes in the next few years, and I'm gonna.
So you see guys
See
like
how it
Justin
goes.
and Billy,
Yeah.
and, and you're like, I could be like that.
Well, I'm nowhere close to them.
Well,
right
no,
now.
I'm thinking potentially.
But potentially, yeah. I mean, I keep working hard and keep investing my time and money. I think I can hopefully get there one day.
You're adorable. But I still see you checking around, fucking dude. It's so funny. It's so funny. Like, fuck, I'm sure the camera can see it too. Like, your eyes are just. It's Billy's daughter, man. Be respectful. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. I can't believe I got to tell you that. You're 18. All right. Fucking, you should notice by that. How do people find you on Instagram?
Just look me up on Scales Unleashed.
You don't want your name. You don't want personal.
No, my name is
fucking content.
Patrick Baker.
Mm.
You can look me up anytime.
Yeah.
Scales Unleashed.
Well, what do
Message
you
DM me.
want? What do you want to tell the world about Scales Unleashed? But by the world, I mean the people that will watch this, because obviously only five
Only
people
five
are here right
people?
now. Yeah, fucking so. It's a little embarrassing. Okay, just saying, where are my Crips at? Okay, what do you want the world to know about Scales Unleashed?
We're here to make high quality animals. We're here to stay for the future.
What are you working on? Give me a big project.
The main projects we're working on is the Enhancer Clown Project.
That's that Desert Ghost.
That's a
ripoff,
desert. It's the better line than
Okay.
Desert Ghost, brighter
Okay.
line. Huge in the Monsoon Project.
Okay, monsoon.
Yeah.
Monsoon is
That's-
acceptable.
We have a
Okay.
clutch in the incubator in 20 days. Hopefully, gonna hit some monsoon pies.
Okay. All right. See, monsoon pies. I wouldn't depend on that enhancer.
Enhancer?
Yeah, that's not because enhancer clowns, the Desert Ghost clowns, are going to be.
We have one
under
out there. You
$1,000.
should take a look at.
They're under $1,000, right?
Enhancer clowns?
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Dude, in America, they're going to be under $1,000 by the end of this year. So.
We'll see. Yeah, but if you add hypo, genetic stripe, monsoon, pied.
Yeah, but does that snake have any of that?
Not right now.
All right,
That's why we're here for the future.
Okay.
Keep building.
How much is that one you got for sale on the table?
Don't even have for sale right now.
It's not for sale?
because
Okay.
it's possible head G stripe, so I can't sell yet until I get a shed test.
Do you guys have shed testing here?
Yeah, we do. It's out in
What
Quebec.
company is it called?
Her name. It's
It's just some girl.
yeah, it's some girl in Quebec. No, it's Ballroom Canada. She
Okay.
does it. She runs shed
Okay.
testing here in Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you take part in any of this shed testing? Shit, or do you care, or are you just like?
I mean, I think it's great. When I found out, I had no idea, and I thought it's like really cool that technology in this industry has advanced to be able to do such a thing. But no, besides that, I don't
Yes.
have an opinion. I
Like,
don't
I
know.
don't give a fuck. My dad keeps signing the checks. So I'm good.
He's signing his own checks, okay? I just do what he asks me to. I just help around.
Oh my
I
God,
really
you're
don't do
adorable.
anything. He does all the heavy lifting.
Dude, I see it. Stop it, man. It's making me uncomfortable. Right? I see what's going on here.
I don't know about you. I'm looking at the camera, your leg,
It's freaking me out.
you.
All right. Here, you want to do this? You want to do?
All right.
Who do we got? We got King Austin here. Yo, Patrick. Fucking, you gotta leave.
Are you
King
gonna
Austin.
roll while
No,
you're?
no, no. I already rolled it.
Okay.
Is there another weed head?
I am. I got one in my bag right now.
Jesus
I rolled
Christ.
it last night just in case.
All right. Well, Patrick, thank you for coming.
No, I really
If
appreciate you
you
having
want
me.
to say anything about the company, say it. Fucking, you're good. I promise I won't even bring up.
All right.
Go ahead. Look into the camera. Be like, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
All right.
watching.
Scales
Patrick
Unleashed.
from Scales Unleashed. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, brother.
Very sorry.
Okay, you're all
For
good.
him.
I can already see what happened.
No, dude, you're here. Yeah,
I'm
you're
getting
fucking here.
accused.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
Thank you.
So how long, this is Austin, everybody. How long has this been going on?
Oh, again, this is what you did last time. Never know. I have a girlfriend. She's here.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's fantastic.
She breeds snakes.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Billy. Who would have thought that would come out of Billy, right?
You don't see the resemblance?
No, not at all.
It's all I see. Like I'm looking at my face now and I'm like, really?
I see.
Maybe
I
the
look
eyes
exactly,
are
exactly
Billy.
like both my parents though, but without makeup, Billy.
Oh, okay. All right.
Full.
We got other hot chicks fucking lining up in the fucking thing. This is fucking awesome. Come on in. We got room. What the fuck? Yeah. We don't need this. We don't need this red line bag here in the middle.
Take my red line bag out of there.
I'm jealous. I was in front of her.
Yeah, these
Christ,
guys
I'm killing it with
touch me.
Sammy now.
Sammy's coming.
Okay. Who are you?
I'm Ashley.
Ashley
I'm
from
with Incog Inverts.
Incog Inverse. Okay.
So we do isopods.
But they're auto mutation.
You're one of the bug people?
Yeah, I love bugs.
You brought the bug people
The
in?
bugs and the
We
spiders.
saw her the other night at
Did we? Okay.
Yes.
All right, good.
Well, I got the polypothons too, and I got what is it, crescent gecko yesterday. So I'm good with the reptiles. I got them all.
Okay.
Thanks to Austin here.
Well, Austin's weird. Austin's moving, right?
Yeah.
Austin's so high right now. Like,
Oh, that's not high enough. I have another one rolled right over there.
He's
Waiting for that.
prepared.
I talked to Austin for 45 minutes before I realized he was high. I was like, this motherfucker's high. Like, fucking.
Oh, really high.
So, yeah,
It's like,
yeah, you were really.
maybe like 4 blunts today, I think.
Jesus.
Jesus. I'm way behind on there then.
Do you all smoke weed here?
Essentially, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So we've all smoked together.
I don't smoke the way he does. I'm not anymore anyways. I'm a little bit like, just a little bit to relax.
We don't do a lot of, we do a lot, but not as much as you guys. You guys are looking at me like I'm
Because it's
retarded.
legal. That's why.
But
Yeah,
it's legal in New
it's legal.
York, too.
When I was illegal, I was still doing this.
Yeah, fucking, even when it was, I just got into weed this year. Because I was like, let me try it out. I'm 50. I got my leg chopped off. Nobody would fucking blame me, right? So I'm so white that I had to buy my weed from a YouTube commercial, right?
That's wild.
Because I was like, I don't know any black dudes to find weed from, right?
In Canada, we can have it delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everywhere we can have it delivered in America, but not in New York.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
yeah.
That's wild.
So like, at least like by a courier guy.
Mhm.
But like the YouTube place is called Mood, and I got it from Mood. And it's such a stupid commercial. Did you ever see it?
No, we don't have commercials for weed. It's
Okay,
illegal.
they're not supposed to advertise it. It's
Can't
legal,
advertise
but we can't
cigarettes,
advertise
alcohol,
it.
or weed. Yeah.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, nope,
Okay.
not allowed.
Oh, this
Oh, that's true.
this is basically a commercial of people acting dumb, being like, get this weed, like it's a grandmother jumping on a bed, and she's like, wee, and I'm like, fucking it.
Oh.
It was like out of Idiocracy. Did you ever see that movie?
Oh,
No, yeah.
No, I don't think I've
no.
heard that.
American movies, man. We don't watch those things.
No, no. What it is?
Hey, some of them were not even
You're giving away your
allowed.
age.
It's an under 30 people. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Ever seen the Karate Kid?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
no, no, no.
33.
Yeah. How? 33?
33.
26?
27.
27. Son of a bitch, I hate you, man.
That's the perfect age.
All right, so talk to me about this fucking lemon on your neck that I didn't realize what the fuck was going on last time.
Whoa.
11.
You got a lemon on your neck, right? Or a fucking,
Oh, a tattoo?
yeah.
That's not 11. It's angel wings.
No.
Yeah,
I don't know
the
how you
angel
got
number
lemon. Those are-
444.
Dude, somebody told me that you have a lemon tattoo.
No, it's not me. That's Antoine.
A lemon?
See, that's
Oh.
like we just talked about this earlier. I told him a lot of people call him the French Austin, but we're totally different.
That is so
French
funny.
Austin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
He has he has a lemon right over
Yeah,
here.
they're like, Austin got a lemon. And I'm like, I didn't see that on his. They're like, yeah, Austin got a
No,
lemon.
I have like writing over here, but no lemon.
All right, what does that say?
Memento mori.
Who's
Remember,
that?
you have to die.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. I used to do a lot of stupid
I have
things.
angel wings across my shoulders.
You guys are very like fucking.
I have no tattoos.
I've got
No,
crap
I've been
ton.
planning them out. I've known from a very young age, after like being around my dad for so long, that like I was gonna be covered. I've just been carefully planning them out.
my entire back is covered.
So, my best
Yeah.
friend's a
Yeah,
tattoo
I've got like
artist.
one from here to here, and then my angel wings on my back. So
So you're the one out of the group with an OnlyFans.
no. But I can show you.
Holy shit! Yeah, look at that.
Those are
Okay.
big wings.
There's one on top,
Big,
another
big
one on the
black
bottom.
wings.
Then you got that.
What
Yeah,
page is
this
it?
is the Studio
Ghibli?
Ghibli.
Studio Ghibli.
Oh, Studio.
Did
No, that's
Macy that?
cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh?
You showed me.
No, not yet.
Oh, she loves to do.
I love it.
So and you know, like I'm feeling outnumbered here by you fucking young people. Like fucking. God damn it. Okay.
You're not old, man.
Dude,
Nah.
I'm 51.
That's not old.
Okay.
What's
That's
like-
56.
Sorry.
No, he's 6.
Or 58 or
beats you, man.
61 or 62.
What do you mean? I would have picked her at like 43.
Stop.
Nah.
I don't have a
43.
leg, but it's okay. You don't gotta feel bad for me, okay? You don't gotta be like, oh, he's crippled. Fucking, I'm 24.
What do you mean? That's taken away from the age.
Fucking, actually, what I found out is that apparently a lot of chicks want to bang you if you have a robot leg, right? Because
That's what you're going for now.
yeah, full bore, yeah, full bore, yeah. Because fucking
Bionic.
when I got it chopped off, I was getting all these DMs like I always wanted to fucking do with a robot leg, and I was like, fucking swipe right, okay, and then fucking, just fucking getting all this shit. And then if you cry a little bit on video, this is fucking brilliant for all your YouTube adventures. If you just cry a little bit, like fuck, this really hurts. Fucking that will open up the pussy floodgates.
Jesus.
You can't cry too much.
No, just
Just
a
enough, just
little tad.
Okay.
Okay.
2 or 3 tears.
Yep. Eat one with the camera on it, focused,
Oh,
right?
oh, and
Zooming
then
in.
zoom in, the zoom
Yeah.
in with the running
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, and that works. Yeah. So it'll probably work for the guys too. So if you want to cry, you just like you girls are like, nobody subscribed to my OnlyFans. Dudes are just like, fucking yeah, I'm gonna subscribe to your OnlyFans.
Well, you do find a lot of men who do like to feel bad about themselves.
Yeah. No, I feel horrible about myself. But look at me, it's okay. It's like what I do.
There's a niche for everything.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. It's like when you're on the bottom end of average, like I am, you gotta be funny or you gotta do something. Austin knows. Like without that little beard, Austin looked 5 years old and fucking nobody.
Yo,
knows.
he actually knows. Someone was like, shave that off. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to
it's
look
like
13.
me. I can't shave this. I look like fucking Eric Cartman.
Yeah.
What is it with men who do that? You guys like literally just de-age. You
No,
just
I
become
don't
like,
think-
you become so much younger when you shave off.
It's
the
because
pubes. I
we've
don't
been
know what it
getting
is.
beaten up by women our whole lives.
Exactly.
So fucking yeah.
It's all the abuse.
Austin knows. Yeah.
Mental, verbal,
Right.
physical.
Right.
But you
Right.
like the
Austin
physical.
knows what shit. Yeah, a little bit.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But we ask for it.
Yeah, but Austin knows. You know what makes women happy, right?
Of course.
Yeah, fucking nothing. That's what makes them happy.
God is over walking
Right?
away.
They're invading all our shit now.
Well, hell,
Yeah.
us, you can just buy us a spider and we're pretty content.
Yeah. But I don't know. May seems very, very happy. So you
Yeah,
must be doing
she's a very
something
happy
right.
lady.
Yeah, no, because Austin is 28. He got the big dick energy. He
Oh.
can fucking ID a fucking ball python from 40 meters away. Like he's kind of like Rain Man. Like,
Oh my
fucking,
God.
he's kind of like the Rain Man of ideas.
Ball pythons, yeah.
Like fucking.
Yeah.
There used to be a guy named Kyle Hoffman that used to be.
I know Kyle.
Yeah, fucking yeah.
Yeah.
He used to be Raymond.
Yeah.
But fucking everybody like knew Kyle when he wouldn't really talk all that much.
Oh, now he talks
Now he talks so much. It's like shut
almost
up,
too
dude.
much. Kyle,
Yeah,
Kyle, you know what I'm
yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, I'd rather you went back to the retard days of just be quiet and answer questions. Okay, right? We don't want to know everybody's opinion. Okay, especially in Canada, nobody cares. All right, Austin, where you moving to?
Owen Sound, but not right away. That's gonna be maybe it's like 2 hours north of Toronto.
All right.
Little countryside,
Small move, right?
small town.
Why are you moving?
I don't like city life anymore. It's too much.
Yeah. All right.
It's this rat race.
Yeah.
Honestly, Toronto's just ghetto. in
Yeah,
general.
Is it ghetto?
It's ghetto. It's just
I
like a
grew
lot
up
of
there, but like,
There's a lot of
I-
restrictions here too.
yeah, a lot of
Mm.
oh yeah,
fucking
I already have some super dwarfs. The bylaws here.
Right.
You have a 10-foot rule.
Right, yeah.
Super dwarfs just on the cusp of that, but I want some mainland genetics into it. I want to get a jean called Ocelot and put in the Super
Right,
Bowls.
I know Ocelot, yeah.
It's freaking amazing, right?
Yeah, fucking. We have a 6-foot rule in New York, so we can't even.
No Super
can't
Bowls.
even do that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You guys are very
Not even
limited
boas
then.
then.
Yeah, no, but was if it's grandfather, then you keep it. But if somebody reports you at 7, they take it.
That's
They
crazy.
take it and kill it right away.
Yeah.
Actually, ball pythons are illegal in New York City.
Long Island, maybe?
I'm in Westchester, so I'm in like the safe suburbs.
You guys got like everything illegal.
Everything's you can't do shit in New York.
Clearly.
But apparently you could smoke weed
Yeah.
through a YouTube fucking commercial. So it's what we could do. But all right, so this is the good looking people. Okay, this is that point of the show. We're gonna bring in Sammy next, so fucking you'll see it.
Kind of looks like
return
the
right back.
Godfather, doesn't he? You see
No.
him? No,
No.
the original Godfather. Just like the cheeks right here.
You know, Godfather of Puerto Rican.
Yeah, the big
right?
cheeks.
I'm Puerto Rican.
Yes.
I'm not Puerto Rican, I'm white.
You're white now. You're white. When we were
I'm
at the
in
Bigfoot
Canada.
convention, you were fucking you're Puerto Rican. You know what he did? We went to a Bigfoot convention, right?
Yeah.
And me and Paul fucking pulled up, and all the retard spaces were taken up, right? So we had to drive extra far to find a spot. We get a spot, and I'm wheeling into the fucking thing, right? We meet Sammy there. Fucking Sammy fucking talks our hero for a little bit. We fucking leave, and Sammy's walking with us. And he's like, yeah, check it out. I parked in a retard spot today. And we're like, you son of a bitch. Right? Then he's like, I got the tag. And it was some piece of shit drawn in crayon that his granddaughter did for him. Just some dude in a wheelchair. And he's like, I got the tag. And I'm like, fuck you, Sammy. Yeah, so fucking Sam's fucked up, man. He thinks the pink shirt fucking makes him nice, but
Hey, we got across the border with no trouble.
no,
Hey, it makes you look innocent. It gives that oh,
Yeah,
oh,
because-
he's cute. See, it's
No.
okay. No,
Plus
not
the-
doing anything bad.
Yeah, the border guard was like 3 dudes in pink shirts that they want to suck my dick.
I'm just gonna let them go. I don't want this.
We're
Just
doing that
go.
in Canada. So
Just
really-
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
It worked. You guys got snakes, no, go right ahead.
Yeah, they're like, yeah.
Not the snakes you want.
Right. They're like, I ain't touched this. That's like when you came in and told me Billy was your father. I was like, oh, that's what
They
the
wanted me to
border
wait till the end, and I was like, yeah, I don't know
Big
if I
daddy.
can sit through that.
Fuck. Yeah, it would be rough because I would say things probably that would not be easy for
Well, you already did, yeah.
No, you think so?
No, but
No.
It definitely could have got there. I'm glad it didn't.
Well, that other dude didn't start staring at your fucking chest. I wouldn't have said anything, okay? But he
That
was.
guy's still in high school. Eh?
Yeah. He's like, yo, check her out, MILF. He's like, MILF. And then he's like, obviously, like, you know,
That's a funny
yeah, you're like, dude, fucking, you know, the older you get, you know, like I'm staring at him right now. You wouldn't know, right? Because I look like I'm looking at him for. Yeah, fuck, shut the fuck up. Oh, fuck. This is
Yes.
I thought you were Kevin. Fuck. Come on in, Billy.
You walked in ready to
That's sweet. Come on.
See, this is why I thought it was okay. Right?
There you
Now,
go.
now you knew what was up.
Hey.
Fucking sending her.
Of course, I said, you know what, let her go, and just, you know, let her go, and tell Chris a little bit later on.
I let him know right away. I was a little bit nervous.
She's got my
She
phone
probably can
face.
handle herself, right?
As soon as she said, she was like, well, I'm Billy's daughter. I was like, hey, now.
So good.
Bestie.
What was
What's up, Billy?
So, all right.
Awesome.
Fucking, Billy, do you want to say anything? You got any sales going on right now if they make the last
Oh,
half hour of
here's
the
the
show?
camera. Here's the camera.
Yeah.
It's the Billy dance.
Okay, we're
Yeah,
ready
well-
whenever you are, Grant.
No,
I'll get rid of all the good-looking people for you. All right?
just everybody keep doing what you're doing, enjoy yourself, and keep pushing.
Keep
That's it.
pushing.
Keep buying.
pushing, Keep buying.
Keep buying.
Let me see
Keep
if I
buying.
can
That's
tell
right.
you.
You got everybody get in there,
All right.
Sammy.
All right.
You gonna
Sam,
come in
you're
here too?
gonna be on here.
Oh, I
Yeah, like,
thought
we
you
didn't
were-
ask you.
Yeah, no.
I'm kidding.
Oh, you sound like
Oh,
good looking.
he's such a camera hog, man.
No, you
No,
said
you
you
get
get
that.
everybody out. What did he say?
He's out kicking all the good looking people. That's what you
Right,
get.
right. So you're fine. You're
Oh,
good.
I forgot I was ugly. I
Yeah,
forgot I was
you're
ugly.
fine. You
I
forgot
forgot I
you
got
were
the pink
ugly?
shirt on.
That's
I'm
right.
on, I'm
Yeah.
on slave
Oh,
home.
Fucking Sammy just said I forgot I was ugly. Yeah, that's never happened to me in my life. All right, I'm like, dude, you're hideous. All right. Thank you guys.
Thank
This
you.
is Canada's, you know, these are good looking people in Canada.
And we're all at Mutation Fusion.
They're all-
Yes.
Yeah.
Come
And
find us.
there's very few fat, green haired girls with crop tops on in Canada. Okay. They all look like this. Okay, and the guys all look like Austin and that other dude that was getting Patrick Duffy.
Oh, Patrick.
You know?
Yeah, we got lots of the tattoos going on over
Yeah,
here and the
fucking-
piercings.
Yeah, the piercings.
Come find us weirdos at the reptile shows.
Yeah, when's the next one? What's the next show you're at?
I'm actually not sure yet.
Next
We want to
month
do
is
one in October, but I don't know.
This is what I mean. Austin just rattled off the date. And fucking
Next
everybody
month.
else was like,
It
He's
is next
very
month,
on his
right?
shit.
There's
Like,
one. They
he's-
do one every month.
yeah,
So
no,
it's
he's
like
winging
break?
it, like I told you.
Yeah.
He's like, Wapner's on 7th, Wapner's on 7th. You're not even gonna get that reference because nobody's seen Rain Man. Jeez, get out. All you just get the fucking.
They might know Tom Cruise though.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
Who
of
doesn't know
course
Tom
they-
Cruise?
They don't know right now. You don't know right
Guys,
now.
thank you.
I do know
Thank
Ray
you.
Hey, it was so awesome to meet
It
you.
was nice meeting you.
You too.
I
Thank
love-
you so much. Fuck that.
Ah.
Fucking awesome. I'm gonna call you soon, okay? We'll get you on again once you move.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Don't be different.
All right. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. All right. Everybody just left, and we're gonna bring on the ugly in about 5 more minutes. So just give me a 5-minute break. I gotta vape a little from all the titties that were just here. We gotta take a little bit of a break, so I'm just gonna throw you off for a minute, and we're gonna come back with Sammy, the fucking pink shirt guy.
Sammy's gonna be.
And we're back. Let me just get rid of this here. I want to let everybody know that this panel is now.
Half Canadian, half American.
No, I was going to say 80% more ugly. But and you see why. Fucking Sammy the pink shirt is here. What's up, Sammy?
What's up?
Pink Panther.
What do you think of fucking CRBE? Is this your first time here?
No, second time. Came last year. It's great because you got different species. You got dogs, cats, fish, all kinds of fish, plants, and then you got snakes, lizards. You got everything here.
Did you buy a plant?
No,
Did you buy a dog?
no,
Did you buy a fish?
no.
Then what difference does it make?
Right. Well, it was nice to see it. It was nice to see it. We don't have that back
Look
in
at
back.
Austin. Fucking
I bought a weed plant.
You bought a wheat plant.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Cool. Now you gotta smoke that wheat plant. Holy fuck, more hot chicks coming in. Okay,
We're getting
hi,
kicked
how are
out
you?
right away.
Okay, no, just hold on, kid. You got 2 minutes? I gotta give 2 minutes
You
to
gotta
the
go back
open.
to work.
I have to go back.
Okay, all right, then fucking scoot on in.
I'll see you guys
All
later.
right.
You know these guys.
No.
Well,
you get kicked out for some pretty
kick out
face.
Sammy.
Oh my God! Now fucking we got actual big shots here. Jesus Christ! How you doing, Chris?
Brianna.
Did you just fucking
Yeah.
sanitize?
Get the fuck out of here.
I
Big
don't got
shots
it. I
in
don't
here.
got it. I'm sorry, it's okay.
Okay. So, what is this?
What do you do?
Okay, so we're a vendor here. This is what we sell. There's like
Stuff I brought to the room last night.
What?
Be last.
It's for pain, so it's a heat therapy. Exactly.
I don't know. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. How long does it last?
So these ones are like 15 to 30 minutes. The bigger ones are longer.
Okay.
But
Where did you set up here with this as a product?
Where? Oh, like way over there.
In the reptile place.
Further, like on like the very last section.
Okay, is that the cat section or the dog section or the
Dogs,
shoe section?
Dogs. Yes,
Okay, all
lots
right.
of dogs.
Okay, this is cool. Is this mainly for dogs or is this mainly for people?
For people. Just
Okay.
for people, yeah.
All right, why are you laughing like I should know this? Like,
No, it's a very valid question because it's a pet show. So.
Okay, and how many of these do you sell? Look, he's coming and just laughing. He's like, Chris is not going to know what to do with this heating product that just came in. Okay, so what else do you sell besides these things?
Just these. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the name of your company?
Express Heat Therapy.
Express Heat Therapy. Okay, so you make a living off heat therapy.
Well, yes, yeah, but I'm in school still, so
What are you in school for?
it's aesthetics and medical spa therapies.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah.
you're under 30, right?
Yes.
You're white, right?
Yeah, I'm halfway.
Yeah. Under 30 white people all go for that. Oh, I got a degree in massage therapy. I get it. Okay. What does your goal is to either get rich with this, okay, or become a massage therapist, right? Or
So it's not a
Heat therapy.
massage therapist.
Okay.
It's more like skincare, like
Okay.
skin related things. Like body therapies, but then more so like facials and things like that, like spa industry things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So your goal is to own a spa one day?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. See, that's more legit. You could just say that. Okay. And not sound all hippie and be like fucking very spiritual. Want to do a spiritual thing? No, I want to open up a spa and make a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
And that's cool. How have these things been received?
Like what do you mean?
Like how many of you sold these today?
I don't know how much the company sells because we all sell like a different amount of numbers. So I don't know, but lots.
I bought yesterday.
Yeah.
But you bought yesterday.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah. You know he bought for just to talk to you, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
he bought it because he loved the product.
No,
No.
I had the thing on my neck. I had the thing on my back.
Yeah.
You were,
Yeah.
you'll go through a lot, huh? Okay. All right. And this is not your company, then?
No.
Okay. So you're a salesperson for this company.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
And what do you do? What is this?
This is you're like, sure, what's
You're
this
in trouble.
shit? Right? This is a podcast that we do on reptiles mainly, but it's more like a comedy podcast.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not a reptile show, but
Mhm.
reptile people come on it
Okay. Cool.
because it's funny and because I'm so charming.
Amazing.
All right, so it's okay.
Yes.
And when you cut off a leg, people feel bad for you, so they come
Okay.
on your show. So
There you go.
I'm just saying. You're like, why did I fucking do this? Right? You're like, why did I take away time from my fucking table?
No, I'm just
Anyway.
curious.
So you're the only person working your table today.
No, I have a team with me.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So
there's 3 others.
okay, would you think that you sold more than 200 of these today?
More than $200, yes.
No, more than 200 of these.
As a team, yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, what's the name of your company? This is what she sells.
Express Heat Therapy.
It's hot. How do they find you?
You can go online at expressheattherapy.com.
What is this good for?
Pain.
I don't
And it's
know.
not just that size. There's big ones.
Yeah, there's like
small ones,
neck, there's
ones,
back,
ones.
feet.
So what would I
elbow.
use this for?
Hands. Just warm up your hands. You know.
Okay. All right. And what does each one of these cost for the hand warmers?
These ones are $10.
Okay. So he's gonna give you $10 back.
Yeah.
No, I
for
want the
this
whole
thing.
pack. $220.
Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah.
give you $10 for the specific one that
Perfect,
we
perfect.
wrote here. But thank you so much for
You
coming.
can have it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep it all day.
Yeah.
Good as hand warmers. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You know,
Okay.
yeah. I was gonna make a sex joke, but I'm not. It's
Okay.
okay. Okay. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate
No
it.
problem.
Take
You can
it
have
easy.
that one
Okay.
actually.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Did
Thank you.
she sanitize her whole self before she
Before
shook your
coming
hand?
on, I wanted to-
Oh, well, I did. I had to.
I get it.
Nice meeting you guys.
You don't want the kung flu. Nice meeting you too. Man, that was a fucking weird one, dude. Fucking who's texted, can't be bothered with the fucking stinks in the fat, man. What's up, Grant?
Oh,
Grant, tell me about this fucking show. How'd it go this weekend?
it was great. What a success. You know, the Canadian Reptile Breeders Expo, Plant Expo, Aquatic Expo brings together all the communities that have the same passion for the pets. And then you supplement that with the dog and cat Canadian Pet Expo, man, it's gold.
Do you think there was any crossover buying?
Absolutely, 100%. You know, one of the greatest marketing tools or ability to share pet categories back and forth is basically the opportunity to do it to another pet person.
Right.
You can always encourage a cat household to acquire a ball python.
Right, yeah.
It's hard to, encourage somebody off the street that has no pet experience.
Yeah, that was the whole thing, is that there's so many dog people here.
Yeah.
And just them walking through, I was like, they're walking through to the dog section actually, but they're stopping every 3 tables to fucking look at snakes and ball pythons and lizards and everything like that. So I thought that was a great thing. There's a vibe about this. Paul out there said he thinks that this show's better than Tinley.
You know what? All the events across North America have their own right status and stuff. At the end of the day, we're all promoting responsible pet companionship. One thing that's really important to us, and everyone says, what's the greatest gratification of any event, is I really enjoy seeing influencers and intelligent people like yourselves and other breeders out there.
Watch the last 45 minutes.
Sharing their experience and knowledge of the pets, right? And to a future family. That's the key, really. And that's what we're trying to do. My wife and I have been doing this since 1990. We did our first show. You know, it was like 17 vendors. We had just under 100 people through the door. It was awesome. Now we capped out at 310,000 square feet here. And
what was the door here, you think, today? It had to be massive.
the last 2 days we exceeded like 26,000.
Yeah. I mean,
pet enthusiasts.
It's
you know.
When's your next one? Your next 2-day one?
Our next 2-day one is November 24th and 25th.
Okay.
You know, 23rd, 24th.
But you also do a 1-day show in between there, right?
Yeah, listen, our passion's reptiles. You know, that's what we do. My wife and I, we really enjoy it. So we have a couple local ones coming up here October 20th, which we hope you're going to attend and hang out with us. Then we're back here first weekend in November, and then third weekend of January. We try to keep it every month because the community, we really starve for one another. You know, the old days of going into a local pet store to kind of create that community is kind of dispersed, unfortunately.
Right.
You know, and so we've become a community that comes together. We starve to come together, and it's really important to do it monthly to keep the population going. You know, one thing we've fought for as an advocacy group here within Canada is getting reptiles recognized as pets when it comes to regulation. So when we sit here today and we talk about regulations coming in, municipal, provincial, and federal, we're now accepted as pets.
Right.
You know, dogs, cats, birds, and reptiles. As before, it was dogs, cats, birds, and exotics. Well, we're not exotics. We're specialty pets.
Right.
We're mainstream. You're seeing families out there now, and in Canada, we're fortunate. We see science curriculums now utilizing the reptile breeding cycles, the hibernation stuff as key components in the educational programs.
Right. See, now that's something that's interesting and cool
Yeah.
to talk about. Yeah. Well, dude, I had a great time this whole fucking weekend. Thank you for all this. You fucking set us up. You hooked us up. And definitely, I want to come back in October. I'd love to come back in November for the 2-day one, you know? So whatever we could fucking work out. Let's figure out a way to make it work and have fun with it.
We'd love to have you guys out. You got a great career stuff. And the message that you share is so vital, not just to the ball python groups and stuff. You're recognized and you're appreciated and respected. And anybody, podcast wise up here, we'd love to have you all up.
Well, thank you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Good times, guys.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Crutchfield's still here?
Yeah, he's around. You want him?
Yeah. Well, I love him, but I doubt if he's going to come in here. I'll go out to him. Everybody, this is Tommy Crutchfield, okay, all the way up in Canada. Tom, why'd you come up to Canada?
Well, I've been to this place. Why did I come up to Canada? I've loved Canada, number one, and I have friends that, close friends, that best friends for life that I've had up here and have known for 50 years, like Tom Mason and Grant Ackerman and Scotty Allen and Blue and Jimmy Enright, and I could just go on and on. So mainly to see my friends, and I've always loved Canada and Canadians, and I've heard Canada a little bit too. So it's just a place I like to come, and I've been to the show before, and it's great to be here again.
Yeah. This is my first time at it, and I love it here.
Yeah.
When Herbert in Canada, what were you looking for? They don't have much.
No, we were looking for Massasaugas on Friday, and we didn't find any, but we did find an Eastern milk snake, and that was a lifer for me to see a wild one. I had never seen a wild one before. I've seen thousands of them, like captive ones, but I meant not an actual wild one. I have caught mole king snakes, and I've seen them in the wild a lot, but I've never seen an Eastern milk, so it was really cool to see that. And Tom caught an absolutely fabulous looking little spotted salamander.
That's awesome.
Immature, yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to Robin Marklin about you, and Robin Marklin was telling us about one of his trips down to your place, where like every animal that you see, you could see it inside you how much you appreciate working with the animal, right? So talk to me about that, because I know you got a fairly large place down in South Florida, right?
Well, it's not large, so large anymore by my standards, but it's bigger than I want sometimes.
Is it open to the public? Or not?
It's not open to the public. We let friends come there by appointment and stuff like that. And certainly if you come down there, you're welcome. And most of what we keep outside, even the snakes.
Right. And how does like the Florida weather affect that when there's bad storms and everything else?
Well, the cages are really built real sturdily and designed real well, and they withstood Hurricane Irma, which was a high Cat 4 storm in 2017, as did our house. And it's the only thing that went down. We lost probably 70% of the big trees
Ah,
that we
okay.
went down. But other than that, we had no damage to the buildings or to the cages, for that matter.
Right. Right. And last time you were here, or we were on our show, you said you've been doing this since the 50s, right?
Right.
So
Keeping reptiles, yes.
yeah, and that's insane.
Mhm.
That's over 75 years in this hobby, right?
Well, it's not over 75 years. It's in the 1950s. I was born in 1949, so yeah, I had my first snakes I was keeping were ringneck snakes, eastern ringneck snakes, and I was about 6 years old, maybe 7 years old. So that would be a very long time ago.
Okay. So
And
it was.
I, of course, had no idea how to keep them, but I thought they were the coolest thing I've ever seen. My parents hated it because they were terrified of snakes.
Well, and nowadays, people don't really have that problem, right? Like it's.
Well, no, education is easy because with the phones, you can just Google any
You
information
just
you want
YouTube
about
it, yeah.
pretty
just-
much anything.
Yeah, and so now, what do you think? What are the plans for the whole Crutchfield organization over the next 3 to 5 years, let's say?
Well, I don't, if anything, I'll probably downsize the number of animals I keep again. Just because as I evolve and learn more about their sentience, I improve their facilities and then I get different personalities from the animals. Our place is a little different than most because when you walk up to the cages, the animals don't stop whatever it is they're doing and they don't hide from you. They come over to see you and to try to interact if you'll open the door.
Right.
Which doesn't mean trying to escape.
Right. Well, certain animals too, you have free roaming, right?
Big Sakura, yeah.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, yeah.
But they're in chain link yards, but they could get out of the chain link anytime they wanted to.
Right. Well, and the whole area is obviously, I mean, especially after that situation went through a couple of years ago, there's cameras everywhere, right? Like
yeah, we got cameras.
Yeah, everything's being taken care of. And do you ever think you just retire, just stop doing?
Well, no,
this at all?
because I can't imagine a life without reptiles. I love reptiles, and I certainly don't want to stop doing what makes me happy. I think I'm lucky to be 75 years old and still being able to live as I choose with who I choose to live with. So.
I mean, and obviously you're not a TikToker or an Instagrammer.
No, I'm not. I don't. I'm technologically retarded.
Yeah, no, I get it. Please, I'm retarded in way more ways than that, sir. Okay, but thank you so much. This Tom Crutchfield is a fucking legend. I'm not going to take up more of his time. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Man,
and,
thank you for having me.
You're a
I
fucking
really
rock star.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you asking me on your show.
All right, brother. We'll be right back. Look at this, my boy, my fucking ride or die in fucking Canada, fucking Gerald Crabtree. All right, fucking awesome. We're gonna tell a quick story about Gerald in a minute here, but fucking how do you do with the show? How the show go?
It was a good show. The turnout was amazing. It made it better having the American crew here, though. It was second to none, and 16 snakes went to new homes. I had a great time, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, the Americans kind of rolled in deep on this show because there were 10 or 12 of us, right?
Yeah, there was a
like
crew.
between Sammy, Steve, and Shane.
Chris from was it B&S Reptilia?
Chris from B&S, us three. Then Reggie came by last night. Did you see that? That was fucking. He blew my mind when I fucking saw Reggie when I was leaving. So we had a little problem with our hotel here, right? And it was fucking great because we pulled up to the hotel, me, Paul, and Kevin, and the computers were down, right? So we had waited like an hour and a half. They kept telling us we don't know when it's going to come back on, but it could be 15 minutes, right? So we waited there about an hour and a half, and Gerald and Crystal finally roll in, right? And fucking Gerald sees us outside, and we're vaping and just hanging out. And fucking Gerald's like, "What's the problem?" And we're like, "Well, the computers are down." And Gerald, who is also a city councilman or
Counselor, yeah.
Yeah. says, "Oh, that shit is unacceptable," and gets out of the car, right? Like just leaves the car in the front of the hotel, fucking goes into the fucking thing, skips whatever line there was, and he's like, "Am I to understand that your computers are down?" And they're like, "Yes," and they're like, Gerald goes, "This is unacceptable, right? What are we supposed to do? There's 40 people here waiting for rooms, all right? And they have things that they have to do today, and we're here for a conference, right? Because we're here for a conference, and we're going to be late for the conference now." And the people are like, "Sorry, we don't know what to do. We don't know what's happening." And Gerald goes, "Let me tell you something. You got 5 fucking minutes to figure it out. You have 40 people online there and a paraplegic, right?" So I was sitting back there watching. I don't know why I didn't film the fucking thing, right? But when he said paraplegic, I was in the lobby and I just screamed out to everybody. I'm like, "Hey, that's me," right? And then we the time Gerald's 5-minute timeline fucking goes up, and Gerald right in front of the people books fucking more rooms at a different hotel for us, and we stomp out and leave, right? Or they stomp out, I roll down and fucking leave. Kicker is that fucking Sammy was there also, and Sammy decided to wait, and Sammy told us that it was just another 21 minutes before they fucking figured everything out. So I got to see the darker side of Gerald Crabtree. Okay, I just want to say that I'm one of the few that have gotten to see that. And I love seeing it, and I wished I fucking had the common sense to pull my phone out and just record the whole thing. Because the way I'm telling it, it does no justice to what actually happened. So, Gerald, VIP Morphs, what's on the horizon for VIP Morphs?
I'm going nowhere. I'm hanging out with you.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
I would agree with that.
I'm part of Fat Man Nation.
That's right.
So I'm going to keep doing the latest chat until you tell me I can't. And, you know, hopefully we all grow together, and that now that you are a smash hit here in the upper hemisphere.
In the upper, people like us.
You'll come visit more often, and it'll give me a reason to go down and visit you guys.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Fucking Gerald, thank you, brother.
Hey,
fucking you rock.
You guys are awesome.
Everybody, VIP Morphs Canada on Instagram.
Yep.
Do you have a YouTube? Yeah, well, no.
I have your
YouTube. Is just, yeah. He's on the Fat Man Nation YouTube with the lamest chat. It's on every Sunday at 7 o'clock. So make sure you guys watch that. I want to thank everybody for staying. I think we're still going to have Wickens in here. But we'll see. I mean, is he out there?
I think it's here somewhere.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
We're sending people in. It doesn't matter. I think they're just pulling them out and saying you got to go. So.
Oh, okay. That's fucking awesome. All right, so we'll be back in a minute. We were live the whole time. We just figure out. I mean, this is why I need fucking Shauna here, because Shauna would already know how to do all this. I'm just, yeah. Hey, we're back. Oh, I don't have the hat on. Fucking hey.
For me, he doesn't have the hat, right?
That's because we were just talking. Crystal just sold 4 geckos at closing.
It was
Gecko
busy.
Diva, okay? Gecko fucking Diva sold 4 geckos at closing. Total, how many geckos did you sell the show?
I'd have to count now because I could have lost track by the end of today.
Right.
It was a really good day.
Is it safe to say over the 2 days, 15 geckos?
Oh yeah, I definitely.
more than
Yeah,
15.
definitely, and high end stuff.
Right.
Surprisingly, this weekend it was
Okay.
really good. Yeah.
That's actually good. So did you beat Gerald?
I don't know. We haven't had a chance to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking, okay. All right. Yeah, they're actually packing up right now. But I want to bring Crystal on. Crystal is in the 15 minutes of lane competition, the only non-ball python breeder in the competition, the only Canadian this year in the competition. So I want you to plug Gecko Diva, give me the elevator pitch on Gecko Diva, and knock it out of the park.
Well, Gecko Diva is a small business that I started. I was part of VIP Morphs, and I thought geckos were cooler. So sorry, ball python breeders. Moved on over to geckos.
She just had it with the fucking ball python.
It's like no more. Well, you know what? There's so many more genetics now that are popping up with the geckos that it's kind of like that exciting thing that you used to have. when all the ball python genetics
Yeah,
started
things
hitting
were
its
coming
high,
up,
right? So that's kind of why I went over to the geckos, like the dark side, I guess. Start
Yeah.
playing with all the genetics with the geckos, and
But also, let's be fair, it's the less money side too, right?
well, it depends.
Mm.
You know,
Well, a lot of people went over to the geckos when they heard about that Vegas time where the guy made 250 grand from the show.
well,
And a lot of people immediately next day, they're like, we're including crested geckos in our fucking
in our plan.
in our plans for the future.
Yeah.
So
People are
but-
chasing exanthics.
but
and-
you were up here, right? So that didn't matter to
Yeah,
you.
no.
I mean, it doesn't matter to you. And also, I think what the goal here should be is to figure out how to get more American people to Canada.
Yeah.
Because the fact that their dollar is performing so bad actually works in America's favor. Okay. So if there's a way where they could set up this show in association with the exporter here,
Yeah.
to have all the CITES permits ready to, like, imagine if you could buy a snake in another country and the snake gets to you that week.
Yeah, it'd be
That
awesome.
same week once you get home. So I think that that's kind of the goal that this show should be based around. But this was a great show, and a lot of your people, like Crystal's table was crowded all fucking
It was
weekend.
awesome. I put a lot of effort into that table though to
And you-
have it look like
Yeah.
nice.
Well, you sold a lot of merch too.
Yeah, I have almost no merch left.
Yeah, that's
It's
just
crazy.
fucking insane.
It was awesome.
It's just fucking insane.
I love the support though. It's great that people are loving the shirts. And,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're cool fucking shirts. They are.
Shirts. I have the black one
there
on,
you
but I
go.
had them all different colors. So
Yeah, you get me a black shirt, I'll wear
Yeah.
it on the show.
100%.
But after the 15 minutes, of
You don't want a
I
pink
don't-
shirt?
I don't want a pink shirt. I already told that other homo that I fucking know won't take a pink shirt. Crystal, thank you very much. Where do they follow you?
At Gecko Diva on Instagram, and I'm at geckodiva.com. I have a website.
Fucking, they
Yeah.
got everything going. All right.
Hey, wait. And Coffee and Krusty's podcast
Oh,
on
that's right.
Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Yep,
So
Sunday mornings at 9.
we'll be back at it on Sunday, and then you're going to see a lot of videos because I'm going to be campaigning the heck out of 15 minutes of lane.
That's what I'm
Get
saying.
a Canadian and a crested gecko person to win.
And a woman.
And a woman.
A woman. This would be the first solo woman. that
Because I
won
guess
the 15
Courtney did
minutes.
it together
Right,
with Steven, right?
Viking, Yeah.
Yeah, we
so-
got to bring that belt to Canada.
Yeah. The only thing that would be better would be a gay person or a trans person, right? Like fucking, that would be the only thing more inclusive. Not saying that they're not out there. Just haven't met many yet.
We got to
No.
have more participate in the contest next year.
We got to do it. What's up, guys? I think Wicked's left. We actually made him wait. I'm sorry about that. I want to give an apology to Adam Wickens and his wife actually now. Yeah, we're gonna head out now. There's people going nuts out there as far as packing down. For everybody that's stuck with us the whole fucking time, thank you so much. We're gonna edit these all down to clips and all that. It was our first time doing this. It was really kind of like a last minute decision to get everything done here. So I don't even know if this is the best way to do it. You know, bringing people in between, putting mics on, taking mics off, doing things like that. So it's a work in progress. But it looks like we're going to be back here in a couple of months. So we will try it again. Really had a great time this week. I want to thank everybody, all the show promoters, all the vendors that came by, all the people, all the fucking people that came by. Showing the Fat Man Nation a tremendous amount of love. And I appreciate just everybody that did whatever they can to make our fucking stay here fucking awesome. Okay. So thank you.